I wouldn't call it simping, but just, I guess I would say blue pill thinking, if I want to term it like that, is getting broke up with and trying to logically tear shit, unpack shit, you know. This is what's going on. This is how I feel, like that. And I'd be like, that shit does not fucking work. What the fuck? But logically, I'm thinking if I just say the right shit, she's going to be like, you know what? He's right. And it's all good. And that is going to be repulsive. Like, oh.
Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Today we're going to be talking about
feel me in the darkness.
You being somebody in the dark.
My shadows, they follow you like an accomplice.
And you think somebody don't see you during the day.
Lost all of your dreams, the night is heartless.
In order for you to take this red pill,
my shadows, they follow you. My shadows, they follow you.
You have to face the truth.
Darkness.
And that's what you're going to get today. Listen to the whole song, like at the end. Turn it up. I'm about to go in. In the game of life, there's no rules. Beta males that now became cool. New foods and alpha male schools. Just trying to learn these new jewels of what it takes in life. You want to make it right, but can you sacrifice before you take the flight? But can you grind at night until you get it right? Make the sacrifice until you change your life. First you gotta look at yourself in the mirror. Turn the phone off, you can see things clear. Once you stay focused, then a dream will appear. Don't pay attention to the things that you hear. You gotta do your own work, yeah, it's a lot of work. Grinding ain't hard once you dig through your own dirt. Gotta do the research, put in the effort. Too many experts giving out lectures. Gotta break the mold that was under your brain. Most people live life for the fortune and fame. What's your red pill? There's nobody to blame. It's too many lames that be giving out game. Yeah, it's a shame cause you staying the same. Got a lot of knowledge with no woman to tame. Wanna be alpha but can't stay in your frame. The #1 coach now, Anthony Spade. See, what you gotta understand is when you run around acting alpha and then you go home and look in the mirror and see a beta, you only setting yourself back. Wake up.
Feel me in the darkness.
You gotta face yourself, man.
My shadows, they follow you like
once you learn to face yourself, then life will change and you're your own king.
Your dreams, the night is hard.
How you gonna be a king and you're always trying to follow somebody? You're always trying to prove somebody something.
Shadows, they follow you in the darkness.
You woke, but you ain't waking up. How you woke and you ain't waking up? You just woke enough to sit online and talk. You woke enough to debate people, but you ain't woke enough to chase your own dream. This is Anthony Spade. Hit that subscribe button. rap song, it's red pill rage. This ain't a rap song, it's red pill rage. This ain't a rap song, it's red pill rage. This ain't a rap song, it's red pill rage. It used to be a time that fairy tales were true. The king and the queen and all the pills were blue. But then the pill changed, the red pill's the truth. Forget the married life, I got better things to do. Stack money, travel the world. When you're getting it like that, you can pick out a girl. When you chase your own dreams, you can become a swirl. As many as you want, straight hair or curl. Single ready to mingle, the sky's the limit. Now I date women, gotta learn a language to get them. But they still grab my hand and beg me to fill them. Single life, big account, confidence I can get them. All I ask, don't come at me with the trolling. Cause I'm always thinking, cause my mind is in motion. This could get real, shout out to all the coaches. Anthony Spade, yeah, the red pill potion. What I'm really saying, chase dreams, don't marry. Spend money on yourself, go ahead and live lavish. Get a peace of mind and practice no malice. Even if you don't want the cars in the palace, I'ma go and get it every single day. She come with mind games, then I'm ready to play. It's 2020 now, it's a whole different day. Any feminist can step up and get slayed. This not a rap verse, it's red pill rage. Lit on the no fat for 25 days. Got a lot of women trying to get laid, cause they see my subscribers going up every day. This not a rap verse, it's red pill rage. Lit on the no fat for 25 days. Got a lot of women trying to get laid, cause they see my subscribers going up every day. Go ahead and hit that comment. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and hit that like button. And go ahead and hit that notifications button. And if you want to, you could donate to the channel. Everything goes into production. This is Anthony Spade, your red pill coach. Hasta la vista. Yeah.
Pendo made it.
Welcome to the Anthony Spade channel. Hit that like button as you enter the room. Leave your beta male spirit at the door. We going in tonight. I just need you to lock and load. Pay attention to every word. And try your hardest to get this red pill. One thing you gotta understand about the red pill, when you come into the Anthony Spade channel, I don't care about your feelings. I don't care if sometimes I don't talk properly. I don't really care what you think about, because I got the red pill. And I'm here to take your mind to another level. It's up to you if you want to elevate, if you want to break the psychological control that the internet has over you. It's up to you if you want to become better in real life, in reality. When you walk down the street, when you go to the store, when you go to work, not just online. That's what happens when you take this red pill. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Donate to the channel. Donate to the cause. Everything goes back into production. Microphone check 1 2. Microphone check 1 2. How do I sound? Microphone check 1 2. Leave that beta mail, send them at the door. No beta mails in the chat. Women, you are welcome. We just ask that you watch and that you listen. This is the manosphere. And my name is Anthony Spade. It's Anthony Spade. Welcome to the Anthony Spade channel. Let me know how we are on the vocals. Let me know how we going right now. How are we looking? Is there a delay? Lately, we've been doing it and it's been a delay. Let me know how we are right now. The volume is good. Maybe a delay. Might be a delay. Let's get the microphone situation fixed first so we know where we stand at. Are they already starting off early? Big shout outs to Ibrahimi. Shout outs to all of you and your purpose. Thanks, bro. Thanks for the donation. Big shout outs to Red Sings the Blues. He's a regular on here. Big shout outs to also, who else we got up in here? I seen a regular that I never, oh, there we go. Jeremy Warner. Big shout outs to Jeremy Warner. I always miss you for some reason. You know what I'm saying? Willie Beeman. Put some respect on that man's name. Willie Beeman is in the house tonight. That's another Manosphere legend right there. Subscriber legend. All right, who else we got in here? Delay was there, but now it's gone. All right, we good. Some delay. How am I living? Canadian. Spawn. Big shout outs, big dog. We living good tonight. All right, let me see. I'll donate on payday. Hey, that's cool, brother, but until payday, go ahead and hit that like button. Everybody go ahead and get that like button up before we get started in here. Make sure the vocals are right. I got 251. Let's get it up to 200 at least. Let's get it up to 200. If you guys like the new studio, let me get a thumbs up inside the chat. All right? But while you're giving a thumbs up inside the chat, also give a thumbs up on the likes. Let's get these likes up to at least 200. You guys know I'm about to go in. You know it's about to be a good live. Let's go ahead and get it on out there. Sigma Nation is making its presence. All right? We're making our presence. Let's get those likes up. Jose, big shout outs to Jose. Coming in with the $2, with the $3 super sticker. Definitely big shout outs to Jose. Alex, big shout outs to Alex. Boston in the building. All right, you was here last week. I seen you, and I seen you in the comment section too. Big shout outs, bro. Big shout outs. All right, how are we right now? Voice good, thumbs up good, everything good. Everybody like the background. Everybody likes the red shirt. We got Red Sings the Blues in the house. And we got Hold the Truth. You out there, we're going to be calling you up later. Hold the Truth. And who else we got? Lando. Big shout outs to Lando. All right, let's go ahead and get it started. Welcome to the Anthony Spade channel. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose here to be here with me. This is Sigma Nation. We do represent the introverted alpha male, all right? We're not beta at all. A lot of guys keep thinking this is a transition between beta and alpha. No, it's not. It just means you're an alpha male. You can't get used like a beta anymore, but you're an introvert. You're just an introverted alpha male, which means you don't want to be around the crowd. That's how I am. I may look like an extrovert here, but I'm a nerd in real life. All right? I'm an introvert. I may seem extrovertish, but trust me, I am an introvert. All right? I want to thank everybody for coming out. Now, what I want to address is that I've been getting some emails about the manosphere, and it seems like a lot of guys, especially young guys, are a little bit confused about the manosphere. And I'm going to break this down on how I view things in the red pill community. All right. When it comes to MGTOW, red pill, blue pill, purple pill, anything like that, first of all, let's say this. MGTOW is mainly for guys that are like 35 and up, that have went through the BS, whether it's marriage, serious relationship, divorce, baby mama drama. That's what mainly MGTOW is for. All right? Guys that have already been through the experiences, have understand females' nature, and have decided to not want to date, want to get married, and just decide to go chase their dreams. Now, along this road, do we got some guys that are in their mom's basement and not doing anything with their life? Yes, but for the most part, it's typically guys that have already been through the BS. When it comes to red pill goes with everything. It goes with purple pill. It goes with black pill. It goes with blue pill. Well, doesn't go with blue pill. But once you get out of blue pill, everything is red pill. MGTOW is red pill. PUA is red pill. All of that is red pill. It's just the knowledge of women's nature, but also the knowledge of life, which is why sometimes on this channel, we talk about Black Lives Matter. We talk about racism. We talk about modern day events, because that's also red pill. It's not just women's nature. My advice, guys that are between the ages of 16 and 30, you should not be MGTOW at all. Sorry, no. You should be out there gaining red pill knowledge and actually getting women. That's what you should be doing. All right? The red pill is there. A lot of these guys that are MGTOW, they didn't have red pill knowledge. You guys have red pill knowledge now to prevent getting to that level. I'm just letting you know how it is. You know what I'm saying? All the young dudes out there, focus on the red pill only. Blue pill is where you're under this delusion that you should worship a woman. When you put a woman's emotions and feelings above logic, that is beta male. When you could be controlled, that is beta male. Let's say you have things figured out, right? And you make your mind up, but then somebody comes along and convince you of something else. Okay, that's beta male blue pill. It's when your mind is so weak, a stronger mindset can come over and convince you to do things that you don't want to do. Simply, that happens with a woman. You fall in love with her sexuality so much that you become blinded by her nature. All right? So, what you are going to understand throughout the manosphere, everybody's going to do dating, everybody's going to do pickup, and everybody's going to talk about MGTOW. Everybody's going to talk about purple pill. Purple pill is you being in a relationship. Doesn't necessarily mean that you're lovey-dovey. You can take the red pill and go back and be a purple pill guy. You just got to make sure you don't get messed up this time with women. You got the knowledge. You just got to make sure you don't get messed up. It's not like you take the red pill and walk away from women completely. It doesn't work that way. If you've taken the red pill and you feel comfortable dating, do it. Period. MGTOW is a whole type of different ball game, and it's usually for guys that are already experienced, that already know their nature. Between the ages of 18 and 30, you're not going to learn that much about women. It's when you actually start getting up there around the 30s, all right? I just wanted to go ahead and put that out there because I got a lot of emails about that. Out of the blue. I don't know why. People just, hey, can you talk about this? Hey, can you talk about MGTOW? Can you talk about red pill? Like, what's going on here? That's what it is. All right? Let's go ahead and get those. We got y'all got me at, let's get the likes up to 300. Let me see. Do I got any more super chats in here? No more super chats. Let's get those super chats up. Show me some love and let's get some likes. All right. Tonight, we're going to be talking about Candice Owens goes in on Cardi B. We're going to be playing the video. We're going to be breaking it down. Okay, when I get to that, I'll elaborate more. I got a Kenya woman from Africa says that she experiences more racism from black people than she does white. We're going to play that. I got Megan Thee Stallion's bodyguard blue pilling it up. Beta male sipping it up. We're going to go over there, and then I have a beta male trying to get with a woman on camera. We're going to go over some beta male things real quick on these videos before we get to the lecture. But one thing that my channel is going to talk about, and I started doing this back in February, is that I'm about to start doing more motivational self-improvement. Now, back in February and March, I went on a rampage of this, and I made almost 30 videos about it. Well, guess what? We're in that cycle again. So we're going to be getting a lot of successful traits, how to eat right, what to do in the gym, how to think right. All right. It's going to be women's nature in there, but we got to start incorporating this self-improvement as well. I want people to understand that if we're going to preach everything, we have to make sure that self-improvement to men, we need to start doing more videos on self-improvement. So I'm going to start making more videos on self-improvement. One man's way, big shout out, Sigma Nation. That's what I'm talking about. He's showing some love out there. Y'all show me some love in the chat. Y'all show me some love on the likes. Come on, let's get those likes up. 460 people in here. Y'all got me at 251. Come on, man. Show some love out there. Show me some love. You know I'm going to go in. All right? So where we get ready to go now? We're going to go to the first video. Actually, we're about to actually break down habits of successful people. I want to do that before I start going into lectures. All right? Because this is going to be something that we're going to start Sigma Nation, we're about to start really pushing self-improvement on men to change the neurological system way of thinking. I kind of look at it like this. If we're going to continue, rip off, big shout outs, bro, big shout outs. Gavin, big shout outs to G of the Atmosphere, the best YouTube channel, no best BS. Just wait, keep up a point. Thanks for the compliment, bro, but I still put myself down there. I still got a long way to go before I look at myself as being one of the best in the manosphere. I'm still looking up to AMS, Coach Greg Adams, Donovan Sharp, Steph Cole. I hate to say it, he's younger than me. I'm looking up to him as a YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? You got Donovan Sharp and you got Kevin Samuels out there. These guys are making strides. Like what Donovan Sharp's doing right now is big. It's huge. Like that is motivation to where he's taking his production out here. Passport, overused, big shout outs, bro. Big shout out. There y'all go. Y'all showing me love. We got come on, let's get the likes over 300. Let's get them over 300 at least. All right? Okay. For the self-improvement, one thing that I want to say about guys, what successful people do, all right? You have to adapt these traits. That's what I'm about to talk about now. The traits of successful people. And one of those is going to be waking up early. All right? You know why you want to wake up early? Because when you wake up early, you have more in the day to accomplish. All right? So one trait that successful people do is they try to beat the bird to the worm. A guy like me, soon as I start hearing birds, I'm up. Sometimes birds start coming out before the sun even come out. The birds are there. Get used to hearing birds. If you get used to hearing birds, that lets you know that you're on your purpose and your neurological system is changing. So one thing that successful people do is they wake up earlier than everybody else, because the faster you wake up, the more time in the day that you have to actually accomplish things. What's the next one? Next, you have to treat your failure like gold. I know a lot of you guys, right? You start off doing something that you want to do. As soon as it gets hard, you fall back down and you don't have confidence enough to push forward. Okay, what you got to do when you fail, you have to study that situation of you falling. Learn from it. Try not to make the same mistake again. This is something that successful people master. They learn to take failure lightly, but study it. They don't take it to heart if they fail. They just look at it as a learning experience. This is probably going to be one of the key factors to you being successful, is actually having the ability to fail, get back up and keep going. The only thing is you want to make sure you're not making the same mistake twice. Next. All right. Don't conform to anything. Big shout outs to Brown Hornet. Don't conform to anything. All right. A lot of guys like to get in routines of doing stuff. All right. You like to get in a routine. You like for instance, even on YouTube, when you go to a lot of people's channels, you're seeing the same type of information over and over and over again from them watching other people's videos and turning right back around. What you want to do is you want to put your own twist to everything that you do. Never try to copycat. Never try to conform to someone else's way of thinking. Learn to think on your own. Learn to be that artist that you are by yourself. A lot of you guys, right, when you're by yourself, you're a genius. You have all the thoughts. You know what's right. You know what's wrong. You know what you want to do. But when you try to execute, especially around people, you fumble up. You got to get past that. Sometimes being around people make you so nervous, you can't get those genius thoughts out. You will have to program your brain to getting those genius thoughts out. And the only way you do that is by not conforming to anyone. All right? Next, you want to be able to read. Take at least 10 to 15 minutes and read every day. And let me tell you this. Reading comments is not reading for the day. reading what other people are saying, it's not reading for the day. When you turn off the phone, maybe pick up a book on something that you want to do, that's reading. When you actually put the phone down, pick up something physically to read, that changes your entire thought process. You have to understand, when it comes to the internet, you have a whole lot of things that are going on at once. So your brain becomes conditioned to trying to get a whole bunch of thoughts at once. You have to stop and slow that down. When you stop and read a book, it breaks your concentration from everything that's happening in your phone, because your phone has a lot of thoughts that are going. But when you start reading a book, it stops all those other thought processes going, and it forces you to focus on the words. That's why they say if you want to be successful, you have to write it down. Why do you write it down? Because your brain stops the concentration from the phone and it starts focusing on the words. Scientists and studies have shown, even in YouTube videos, the wording in the thumbnail clicked on more about black and white because it reverts more to actually reading. So understand, learn to stop and read something. Break the concentration off the phone, all right? And put it on paper and write down your dreams, all right? Next, you must spend money. You must save money, but your money does not need to go to shoes. It doesn't need to go to clothes. It does not need to go to anything feeling good. Because you want to know the best feeling in the world is having money in your bank account, knowing you could buy something. That's the best feeling in the world, knowing you could buy something and then you don't even buy it. All right. So one of the disciplines that you have to understand is that you have to save money to spend on something for you to go further in your dreams. Understand that. Invest into your dreams. Instead of buying $200 shoes to look good, take that $200 and put it into something that's going to make you successful and benefit you down a long road. These are traits that successful men do on a day-to-day basis. All right. Next, making sacrifices. This is going to be the hardest thing to do because a lot of you guys work a job that doesn't only beat you up psychologically, it beats you up mentally, it beats you up physically, it beats you up emotionally. That when you come home from work, all you want to do is sit on the couch, watch Netflix and relax. Well, guess what? You got to find a way to get your energy up at that time. Now you got to get your energy up. Because you have to understand, the sacrifice has to be you working on your dream even when you're tired. You got to squeeze research in for your dreams even when you're tired, because that's where it counts. It counts when you're doing the work when nobody's around. That's where everything is going to count at. Doing the work when nobody's around. So when you get off of work, you're by yourself or you're doing something, that little bit of free time, instead of watching Netflix, instead of scrolling through your phone, you need to be putting work into your dream that you want to do to get away from the job. That's one thing that successful people start doing. People start seeing successful people do this, and then they know, like, oh man, that person's gonna make it because he's working so hard. And then you're gonna have the haters that try to talk down to you. You gotta understand, people can see, feel, and smell success. When you gotta talk about it too much, that means that you're trying to prove something that you don't have. Understand that. Next, creative writing. All right, what do I mean by creative writing? All right. You have to be imaginative with your imagination. You got to be creative with everything that you do. All right? Creativity throws your brain into outer space. You want your brain to go into outer space, because when you go into outer space, you're allowing your brain to absorb a lot of knowledge. That's the problem. Most people are not successful because you can't teach an old dog new tricks and they're just stuck in their ways. You can't do that. If you know you're stuck in your ways and you're finding yourself debating people all the time, you're going to be broke. Understand this. People that are master debaters, people that love to argue, people that love to do those things that create controversy, they never make any money. Even the people online that does it and making money from it, at some way, somehow, they end up giving that money back. You have to understand, you cannot be a debater. Your brain shrinks. Your brain shrinks. When you debate somebody all the time, you know what you're doing? You're making yourself a one-track mind because you're fighting for one way of thinking. That's why you have to, when you take the red pill, you sit outside the box of life and you let everybody in the inside determine who's right and who's wrong while you sit back and study the actions of life. Like, for instance, people see my American flag and they say, he must be Republican. They see me saying red and blue and they say, he must be Republican. I'm not Republican or Democrat. I play the game of life, right? The Democrats get in, it's simple to me. I'm dumping everything out of the stock market. The Republicans get in, I'm doubling up on the stock market. Now you'll say, why? Simple. If the Democrats get in, all these companies over here are going to shut down and they're going to put their home offices over in England. Why are they going to do that? Because taxes are going to shoot up 70%. All the little baby mamas out there, you would no longer get your tax return back for each one of your kids. They don't understand that yet, but you'll find out shortly. All right? Taxes for day-to-day job, middle-class people, you're going to get taxed higher. That's what they're shooting for. But hell, you'll be able to take the kid to the doctor. But understand, you lose tax returns if Democrats get in. Now, if the Republicans get in, that's when the taxes are going to drop. It's going to allow more people to make more money so they can go buy houses to put money back into the economy, which is going to cause the stock market to shoot up. All right? That's just food for thought. You do the dishes. Next. Self-improvement. Hair, body, clothes. You want your clothes to fit. The pants around your ass, let's get rid of that. Pants around your ass ain't going to work this year. Tall tees ain't gonna work this year. Walking around looking bummy, that ain't gonna work this year. This year, we're pressuring men to become the best version of yourself. Because when you become the best version of yourself, your confidence go up, then it's easier for us to help push the masculinity back into society. That's what we're trying to do here, all right? We're trying to get everybody in the manosphere to level up. You don't have to level up fast. You do not have to level up fast, but you got to have the mindset ready to level up, all right? The more you try to level up, the better us as a whole works, all right? Next, networking. All right. When we say networking, a lot of you guys are going to overthink it. Networking is your ability to connect to people for income. Like, for instance, when I own it, well, I'm selling my trucking company now. When I owned a trucking company, we had to bid for contracts. So it'll be me and 7 other companies. We're bidding for contracts. But there's already 4 companies that are on the contract. So it's like, all right, these companies have the contracts. And now here come us. We're bidding to try to take the contracts from them. Okay, this is how it works. Those drivers that drive for certain certain companies that they know that their company is not going to outbid us, they'll come to us like, yo, listen, I got my truck, I got my license, everything. If you get the contract, I'm a driver ready to go. It's just like that in real life. When people that work regular jobs, you have a lot of people that are networking at the job, and then you have a lot of people that are trying to be friends at the job. You ever had a job shut down or get ready or do a massive firing, but you have certain people that already have somewhere to go and do because they network right. And then you have some people that just go broke. Okay, in life, you have to know how to network. See, this is why black men to get a job and a Negro want. The Negro that got his pants around his waist, he gonna try to get a job with 3 other people with him. You can't do that. Your networking system, they're gonna look at how you look, how you dress, how you talk, and how you walk. They're not going to look at you and say, oh, he just needs money because he's poor. It don't work like that. In order to network, you have to show that you have some type of worth. You have to look like you have worth even when you don't have it. But you're mainly connecting to keep yourself paid and somebody else paid. That is connections right there. That's networking, all right? When drivers used to come to me and give me their card or their number and say, yo, if you get this contract and one of your drivers fall off, then I'm ready to go. He networked himself in. He made himself available. He has something to offer. I can offer back. That's networking. You have to learn how to do those little bitty things. Next, exercising constantly. All right? I don't even know how to stress this enough. If you ain't going to the gym, you should be at least walking around. You have to get that tension off of your muscles. You have to get all that bacteria out of your body. Your body is holding in bacteria, and the only way to get it out is through sweating it out, exercising, things like that. Your brain would think completely different. And these are the traits that successful, high-value men do on a day-to-day basis. Let me tell you something. You want to know the difference between a smart, broke person and a rich, stupid one? Ambition and work ethic. Because when you got ambition and you got work ethic, that means that you're willing to learn and work hard to learn what you need to know. But as long as you have the ambition, that means you can get down, you can get hit and go back up and keep going. Your work ethic and your ambition is going to make you successful. Being a smart person, but not knowing how to have common sense and move, or being a smart person, but feel like you too smart to get out and work hard, or you too smart to do certain things, you're going to be broke. I never, ever in my life listened to a broke, smart person. It doesn't work out. He doesn't have any ambition. I want the broke person who has the ambition, because the broke person with the ambition that got the fight in him, his brain is open to knowledge. His brain is open to knowledge. A lot of you young YouTubers out there, you'll notice I watch a lot of y'all. A lot of y'all with the 100 subscribers. A lot of y'all with 400 subscribers. A lot of y'all with 200 subscribers. I watch a lot of y'all. You know why? Because you have the ambition. If I blow, I can easily come to one of y'all and be like, yo, come to my team. I'm going to pull you up to my level, because I watch your ambition, right? When you see people with ambition, those are the ones you keep your eye on. You don't keep your eye on an old dog that got new tricks. He doesn't know how to reinvent himself to go forward. You never want to do business with people that think they know it all. You want to do business with people that are willing to stop and learn everything, because they're the ones that's going to look at things differently to help elevate their lifestyle. All right? And this is what high-value, successful people do every day. All right? Let's go ahead and get those likes up. Y'all showing me good on the likes. Let's go ahead. We got 661 in here. Welcome to the Anthony Spade channel. Thank you. Let's definitely get those likes up some more. Let me give some shout outs here. We got Brown Hornet. That's a regular. Hey, y'all put some respect on that man's name right there. Y'all put some respect on that man's name. I'll be seeing you over there at Kevin Samuels' channel too. Big shout outs to Kevin Samuels. He out here. He got people elevating. He got people wanting to take their lives to a whole different level. Did I miss out on a... Hey, if I missed out on your super chat because I was talking, my bad, bro. I'm trying to find it, but that was the only one that I could find. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Edwin, great content. Keep it up. Big shout outs, bro. All right, I found some more. Hold on. Paul Peters, big shout outs, bro. Thank you very much. Thank you. You guys are showing me love here. Where we at? Red Sings the Blues. Big shout outs. Big shout outs to George Bruce. All right. Hold on. Y'all give me 1 second. Hold on. Give me 1 second here. All right. We about to go in. One man's way with another one. How do you recover from failed business venture I'm still paying for debt on? You got to outwork it, bro. I went 50 grand in debt, had to dig myself back out of a hole. Failed business venture. It all depends. Like if you took out a loan, that's going to be a different ball game. You may want to call in and get a loan repayment plan, but you can always bounce back. What you have to understand about failed business and failure, period, you have to learn why it failed. Like my friend wanted to open up a pizza shop because it was an old pizza shop before. So I said, why would you open up a pizza shop knowing that a pizza shop before had already got shut down? Why would you want to do it? Like, because we can make money. And I told him, like, no, you got to get in contact you got to get in contact with, you have to get in contact with the other owners and see why it got shut down. Another pizza shop could have put them out of business. So you got to pay attention to things like that, all right? So just keep in mind, if you have a failed business, you have to learn to get over that because that comes with it. Believe it or not, failing and that is all learning lessons, all learning lessons. All right, what we got here? Any more donations? All right, we're about to go into, let me put this over there. Hey, let me get my likes up to 500. Y'all get me up to 500 on there. Let's get those donations up as well. We're going to go to the first video tonight. And this is going to be a simp at a party. Like, this is what we got to stop doing. This is really important. What we really have to stop, because this is what these girls are doing nowadays. And you guys are falling for this crap.
Excuse me. No, not an Instagram model.
Right, you see how he walking up to her. He sees her in front of a camera, posing for everybody in the world. He still want to try to get with her. Come on. Y'all got to learn to watch these signs. There's nothing that you're going to tell a woman that has a spotlight on her like that no man has ever said before. She's in La La Land. On top of that, man, you know black women like this are fucking terrible. Come on, bro.
Nobody.
Look at that.
That's what I am. A bitch. Get back. Get out of my way.
Yo, isn't like, you know what I hate? I hate beautiful, stupid women. Like, a lot of these women, all right, have the potential. Like, they have the potential to actually be a decent woman look-wise. But psychologically, what has happened is just fucking crazy out here in these streets, dog. It is crazy. Like, girlie look good. Don't get it twisted, even though we know it's fake. But she had the potential. It's just the brain got so messed up. We got to put fathers back in the house. This is what happens when a woman grows up with no guidance of a man. She just runs free. This is why so many of those girls who don't have a father, they only love the guy that talks to them like a dad. That's why they're always dating up, because they always need that father figure in their life. And this is what has really, really destroyed the black community. All right? Let's go to the next video, which is going to be Megan Thee Stallion and her bodyguard. Listen, it's too many of these type of dudes in the black community. Like, period. And y'all know what I'm talking about. These blue pill guys that feel like if we get around the black women and we just crack jokes, we be funny, we be what they want, they just gonna love us. But then y'all turn out to be the dude that they don't even want. Every group of black women always has a fucking beta male amongst them that's just the extra gentleman of the year. And a lot of you guys have been that dude. That's that whole shit, nigga. You can't, when y'all get around girls and you know, like, they're overweight, they're fat, they're over-sexualizing each other. I know you get along with your mom, your auntie, and they remind you of these type of women. Understand this, bro. That's what's fucking you up right now. Let's get to it.
Whose live it is? Your live, her live, her live, and her live need to know that I'm right the fuck here. When y'all want to bring that bullshit, just believe I'm gonna be here. The ghetto.
Oh shit. Ooh. Hold up. Stop the traffic.
And my girlfriend's.
That's Megan right here. Yo, Megan's not cute. I'm going to say that. Megan's not cute. She's not. I get sick of you beta males out here trying to gas her up. This girl ain't cute.
As well, I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. I got one girlfriend, maybe two. I'm just playing Kaylani and you. Woo!
Good drink.
Justin, stop playing with my emotions. I don't have.
You know what's sad about this situation It's like when you see women like Meg Thee Stallion, when you see the other black chick like that, they're like they've taken on the addiction heavy that money doesn't matter, nothing doesn't matter. Meg's been shot, been through a lot, but she's still addicted to Instagram. She's still addicted to the camera. Like no matter what, these women are just addicted to it. Like I said, the internet shut down tomorrow, so many people will blow their brains out.
Hey, hey.
She's not cute. She's like a fat auntie. You know what I mean? She's like a fat auntie. To the point where I don't even want to watch her no more. I'm ready to go to the next video. They made her a star, but let's get real, man. Girlie ain't even cute like that. Girlie is not cute like that. Before we go in the next lesson, we got a Kenya girl. And I guess she's from Africa. And she's going to explain how she receives more hatred from black people than she does white. And I agree with her. I agree. Black people, Spanish, we get more racism and hate from our own than the white people that people are actually out here complaining about. Crazy. Let's get to it.
Here we go again. People are not going to want to hear this, but it has to be told. The truth has to be told. I have experienced more prejudice from black Americans than I have racism from Caucasians. In my 7 years of living in the States, I have had terrible experiences with black Americans showing prejudice. Even my own son being shown prejudice at the park when he tried to play with some kid he saw. The mother literally yelled at my son, and he was only about 3. I was standing right next to him, but she yelled at him. I was like, really? So yes, you know what? I'm well within my rights to feel the way I feel. There you go. Like I said, I've experienced more prejudice from African Americans than I have racism from white Americans. Boom, I said it.
I agree with her on this. Big shout outs to Offie Kingdom. Well, hold on. I'm skipping over Offie real quick. Before I go in, I got to give a big shout outs to my man, Offie. There you go. I got to give a big shout outs to Offie. Offie be showing the guy love. He be giving guys shout outs. You know what I'm saying? Wave gang over here. I pulled them out today, dog. They sweating out, but I pulled them out today. You know what I'm saying? Big shout outs to this guy. Everybody go over to his channel. He has some really good, really good guests that come on. He's really good with his commentary. I like watching him. Sigma Nation is the way to go. Anthony, you're right for having ambition and work ethic. Big shout outs, big dog. Big shout outs. Let me see what else we got up in here. All right, that's it for now. All right. But yeah, I want to elaborate on that. My cure for black men in America. All right? I feel like black men have to stop talking about African American women. I would say black, but we can't. We demonetize after that. Okay, the reason why I say that is because there is an alternative. There's an alternative to African American women. All right? You don't have to go to the Middle East. You don't have to go to white women. You don't have to go to Latinos. And you don't have to go to Asians. Why? Because a lot of you guys are not going to learn the language to fit in closer with her. When you learn the language with these people, it's a different type of ball game. It's a different type of emotion. It's a different type of feeling whenever you do that. Black men have been overlooking the fact that Africa is a continent with a lot of countries that's nothing but black. Trips to Africa is not that expensive. We spend so much time talking about African American women when you have a lot of African women who are very submissive in Africa. You could go to Africa and get you a woman and bring it back if you work at it. But you got a lot of submissive women that are just sitting in Africa. I was thinking about that today. I was like, we do a lot. We bring the black woman down, but she brings herself down. Like, it isn't like black men are just tearing it down. It's like, we recognize that this is a fucking wash. I don't care what no one says. The black man and the black woman is a wash. We have to accept that. What I'm telling to you guys, I'm talking to the truck drivers. I'm talking to the postal workers, the Amazon driver dudes, the delivery guys, post office, y'all guys that are working these jobs, that are saving your money. That's like, man, I may stack my money and go to Europe. I may stack my money and go to Asia. You ain't got to do that, bro. Stack your money and go to Africa. I was watching a documentary over there. These African dudes are leaving their wives for no reason. Beautiful women. They showed a black woman with green eyes and 2 kids. He left her because the wife had green eyes. And she was pretty. She was beautiful. Africa, the continent of Africa, has beautiful black women over there. They have very submissive black women over there. And you have to understand, they're going to listen to an African American man. Them and African dudes, even African dudes put their women in check. But guys never bring that up. Guys never say, you know what? I want to go to Africa and get me a woman. I want to go to Africa and do that. And black women, you can't even get mad at me saying that. All I'm doing is telling him, leave this certain black woman alone and go over there to this type of black woman. I'll edit this shit out later. That's all I'm telling guys. Stop approaching girls at the pool party. Stop watching OnlyFans accounts. Stop watching these delusional women show their asses. Souls are gone. Our women are gone. They're fucked. The tall dreadhead dude with his pants sagging behind his butt, give them to him. These beta males that I just showed you, give black women to them. Let black women go to these nothing ass niggas. Africa has a whole nother set of women. I'm talking smoke black sexy women whose skin ain't gonna crack until the age of 80. We never bring that up. We never say, how about we go to Africa and get our women out of Africa? Black men don't ever say that. We talk about Middle Eastern, we talk about Asians, we talk about whites, we talk about all that because it's convenient, because a lot of them are right here. But why don't y'all just think about that? Take a trip to Africa. Try your luck there with a black woman. Because a lot of you black dudes, I used to feel just like y'all. You're stuck on black women. And the reason why you're stuck on black women is because they are at the top of the beauty chain. And they're at the bottom of the psychological chain. See, that's what we have a lot of guys in the manosphere. We tell them, yo, you go to white women, but they're like, no, I don't want to go there, bro. I want to go. Or you can go to Middle Eastern. No, bro, I don't want to go over there, bro. Oh, you go, no, man, I just want me a black woman. But they stuck on it. Why? Because you see the difference. When you're with a white woman that's 30, when she gets naked, she looks 40. A black woman naked at 30 still looks 19. You start seeing this with other race of women that you can get with them, but their skin and their body and everything don't hold up like a black woman. Their sex is not as good. Their sex appeal is not as good. Their ass is not as fat. We know that. That's why a lot of you guys are stuck there. All I'm telling you is you're allowing that sexuality to keep you inside of this blue pill beta male world when you need to break that cycle, that psychological cycle you have, and start putting it towards actually African women. It's my suggestion that black men need to do. And I think that in the year 2020, 21, we need to start pushing that. We need to have self-improvement first before you even start talking about going to Africa. You know, Akon built in a city there, and you can go to Africa and get a lot of land for cheap. I'm actually thinking about moving there. I ain't made no decision yet, but I'm thinking there. All right? But you can do all these things. You can save your money, go there, and there's more than enough women with big booties and smooth skin that you can pick from that's going to actually listen to you. All right? I just wanted to go ahead and say it and get that on out there. Big shout outs to One Man's Way. I still appreciate the $50, bro. You're out here showing me some love today. All right, let's see here. Red Logic Pill, big shout outs, bro. Big shout outs to Red Logic Pill. And now we get ready to go into the initial lecture. Let's get those likes up. We got 822 people in here. Let's go ahead and get those likes up. Let's go ahead and get those donations up real quick. All right. We about to go into the main event now. Let me pull my shit up, talk my shit. We got 826 in here. I should have 826 likes. All right, I'm going to start playing some bad music. I ain't going to do that. All right, we about to go in. Tonight, we're going to go in. Candice Owens goes in on Cardi B. All right. Before we get started, I just want to say this. I am not a Republican. I am not a Democrat. I don't like everything about Candice, but I don't like nothing about motherfucking Cardi B unless it's a good joke. All right? What Cardi B represents, I don't represent that. But I can tell you this. At the age of 18 and 19, women like Cardi B were easy. They were fun to be around. That's why people like them. The more low value you are, the more you like it. It reminds you of your cousin. You know what I'm saying? But once you start developing, working, becoming a valuable man, not high value, but a valuable man, you'll learn to appreciate the company around you, and people like Cardi B just don't make it. One thing I like about Candice, I don't like everything. She's not the type of person I can hang out with. But one thing that I like about Candice, she sticks to the facts. You cannot deny that. Only a blue pill is going to watch this video that I'm about to play right now and still take Cardi's side. I'm sorry. If you still taking Cardi's side, you are a certified blue pill on this. Period. All right? So moderators, watch them inside. Don't let them get in too close. You know what I'm saying? This is Sigma Nation where we keep things logical. And we about to break it down.
People are telling you on Twitter that you got
Candice versus Cardi B. Let's go. All right, let's get into it.
dragged, because you did get dragged, because you are uneducated when it comes to politics. That's first things first. I was not, I'm sure Ben Shapiro was not, we were not meaning to attack you. We're just simply telling the truth, which is the fact that Joe Biden did not spend the whole year in his basement to come up because he's a big Cardi B fan and sit down with you. He thinks you're an idiot. And, you know, I just am encouraging you to stop proving him right when you say ridiculous things like, I had to sit down with Joe Biden because my sister got attacked by a Trump supporter, Santa Claus, making it seem like Trump supporters are homophobic. A little education for you, Cardi B. Donald J. Trump is the first president that's ever gone into office in support of gay marriage. So, you know, those 8 years that your presidential candidate Joe Biden spent as the vice president with Obama, they didn't support gay marriage going into office. Obama changed his tune on gay marriage in his second term. So the whole idea of Trump being a homophobe is a bit pointedly ridiculous and shows how uneducated you are. Then you came.
All right, I just want to stop right there for now and bring it up and just let you know. I didn't know that. I didn't know that they were against it the first time and then they were okay with it the second time. What does that let us know? That let us know that the agenda's kicked in. It kicked in. You're either going to support us or we're going to get rid of you. That's what politics does. The world has been flipped upside down in the past 6 months. All for this moment in November for presidency. All of this corona, all of this Black Lives Matter, everything that you're seeing happening now is going to vanish so fast, the same way it did 4 years ago. But when it comes to the Obama and it comes to Biden, I did not know that they was against it at first. Let's go.
Came and you were talking about raising your taxes when you were on talking to Joe Biden, saying that you want your taxes lowered, but at the same time you want universal health care. That's ignorant and stupid. And Joe Biden knows it's ignorant and stupid. Even all the people that want free health care and universal health care acknowledge that tax rates have to be astronomical to be able to support that. So you're talking about a 74% tax rate. You continually keep saying you have a #1 song. It means shit. Nobody cares about a song about your wet ass pussy. Excuse my language for my followers. Being number one. I have a #1 song in the UK. I have a #1 song in Australia. I have a #1 song in New Zealand. That has nothing to do with Black America and whether or not you are helping or hurting. Right now, you are hurting Black America. Okay?
Let's talk about that as well. Is Cardi B hurting Black America? Yes, she is. Why is she hurting Black America? Because all the black women look at her as being empowering. Why? Because she could dress like a slut and feel sexy. She could do things to feel sexy. That's what women want to do. They want to dress and be hoes so they feel sexy, so it feels good. And their leader's Cardi B. This is why we have so many thoughts in our community that thinks it's okay, because they've made her the leader. See, you have Cardi B representing a racist man who's proven to be racist, who was part of a racial group, and who has Ku Klux Klan friends that he has pictured with and businesses with. But they let her, the girl with no brain who used to be a prostitute, stripper, and on Love and Hip Hop, get up there and say demands of what she wants. Let's get back to it.
When you stand on a platform and you pretend to care about black men, when you ask Joe Biden, what are we going to do about these black men dying? He should have asked you back, what are black men going to do about black men dying? Because 94% of black men are killed by other black men, okay? We don't have an issue with police officers. In fact, if you go into those inner cities and you go into those projects, they need more policing. So you're a fraud. You're sitting here saying, making it seem like you're afraid of police officers. Are you afraid of your husband? You're more likely to be killed by your husband, way more likely to be killed by your husband than you are by a police officer. And you know that, right? You know that black men kill more white men. You know that police officers are killed by black men 18 and a half times more, right? So don't use your platform and 75 million people to make it seem like police officers are the issue. You're uneducated. I mean,
let's start there. She's right. She's right. Police officers, hold on, let me pull my screen up. Police officers are an issue in certain states and in certain neighborhoods. What certain neighborhoods experience is not a worldwide thing. But what's happening is everyone is distracted with emotional feeling. And then they're following behind, oh, Cardi B, she's so cute, she's funny. Let's just listen to her. The government and politics, entertainers, basketball players have been doing this to the black community for 40 years. You got LeBron James. I'm representing Joe Biden and all that, right? They had to get him. You notice throughout all this Black Lives Matter, Beyonce and Jay-Z fell back. Diddy fell back. Ice Cube started something, but then Ice Cube fell back. Colin Kaepernick didn't even show his face. He just fell back. Why did all these people that we're supposed to be relying on fall back? Because they know it's an agenda. And they know if they speak against what's actually happening, they're going to get Nick Cannon. You get it? They're going to get Nick Cannon. What they do with Nick Cannon, they cancel him overnight. Let's get to it.
I mean, that is just what it is. You are uneducated. And I don't have a problem, by the way, with musicians and rappers and hip hop artists dabbling in politics if they're sincere. What I mean by that is, are you talking to people on both sides? Are you trying to actually get an informed understanding, or are you just being a mouthpiece for one party? Charlamagne the God has multiple people on his platform. He's talked to Republicans. He's friends with Senator Tim Scott, talks to him. He's a Trump supporter. He's had presidential candidates on his show, on The Breakfast Club. But he asks serious questions. He doesn't sit down with Joe Biden and say, oh, grr. In fact, Joe Biden wasn't comfortable when Charlamagne the God was sitting down and speaking to him, because Charlamagne the God was asking so many difficult questions. He wasn't just giving him a Santa Claus list like you were. I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that, and none of it makes sense.
She's right. She's right. Let's pull that back up. She's right. Sometimes I think Charlamagne could be biased about stuff. Sometimes I think he's with the LGBT. But one thing that I could say, when he got in front of Joe Biden, he asked him the right questions. And Joe Biden did not know how to answer them. All right? Why? Because they're playing mind tricks with black people for the votes. But what's happening nowadays, black people with money, black people that work hard for their money, is actually looking at the laws. They're looking at the taxes. And you know what they're saying? They're saying, I'm not about to give up all my money for these Negroes. That's what's happening. Everybody's going to lose their money to go to a global health system. Why? It's not happening. What's happening is people with common sense, we know where we're going. People that's tied in emotionally, you're just going to be a victim.
You're serious about politics, you're serious
Hold on. Let's get those likes up. Let's get those donations up. Big shout outs.
about trying to use your platform for good, then you need to educate yourself. That's literally all anybody is saying to you, is that you need to actually educate yourself and do the work. By the way, I'm not in your zone, you're in mine. Okay, so I get tired of your commenters and your fans saying, oh, she's clout chasing. I'd be clout chasing if I was challenging you to a rap battle. I'm not doing that. You're in my area. You're in politics. You're embarrassed because you realize you know nothing about anything when you're on Twitter. You actually told a lie just now to all of your followers. You said, oh, Trump, you said Trump told people to drink bleach. He never did that. Then you said Trump laughs when black men get shot by police officers. How do you just put out a lie like that? How do you consider yourself to be a serious person when you just outwardly lied to all of your followers? You know he's never laughed at a black man dying at police officers.
Right. She's right. You have to understand this. That Cardi B, this is why they love stupid people, the agendas. Why you think all the rappers that ain't got no common sense, they always get millions of dollars. They always give the people with no brain millions of dollars. People had never noticed that all the rappers don't have a college degree. J. Cole, none of them have a college degree for real, for real. Why? Because they know we could tell them to do what they want to do just by waving money in their face. Y'all better listen to Candice. Listen, I don't like everything about Candice. She's turning me on now. I'm just playing.
You know that for a fact. You can't pull a clip. Not even CNN, with all of their bullshit and lies, has ever claimed that Donald Trump laughs when black men die at police officers. But you told that lie in a tweet. Why did you tell that lie? Because you're a fraud. So I'm calling you out on being a political fraud. You pretend you want to help. You don't. You don't. You don't know why you're a Democrat. You have no idea why you hate Republicans. You have no idea why you're on the side of the party that enslaved black people, that segregated black people, and standing behind a man that supported segregation. Joe Biden supported segregation. He said it's what black people wanted. So let's just recap all of that. You're concerned about homophobia. For the 8 years that Joe Biden was in office, him and Obama didn't support gay marriage until the second term, but not when he was running for the second term. They didn't support gay marriage going into that office. You claim that you're concerned about racism and dying black men, yet you want to defund police officers. That makes entirely no sense. You cannot defund the people that are actually protecting black people.
And she's right about that. New York defunded $12 billion. Do you see how many people died in New York over the weekend in Manhattan? That just random people walked up on them and shot them in the head and walked away. They don't even have enough police officers to investigate. Do you guys actually see what the fuck going on? Or is it some of you emotional people that just sit back like, no, they're racist. He's that. She's a coon. They ain't listening to her. We listening to Cardi B. Your emotions are all over the fucking place. You don't even see logically what's going on. $12 billion just left New York Police Department. One of the biggest cities in the world has one of the smallest police department, and people are killing at a rampage. Let's keep going, Candice.
Black people need more policing in their neighborhoods, not less of it. And by the way, in those neighborhoods, there are black police officers that are dying because it tends to be that police officers look like the neighborhoods that they're policing. So you are actually standing on a platform for more black men to die, for taxes to be raised, right? For a man that has a very atrocious race record to be put into office, who looked at you the entire time like he was confused when you were talking because he knew that you were nothing but a puppet for him to be able to get a platform. That's it. You're a puppet. They use you. Okay?
Woo! See, you gotta ride with somebody like that. I told y'all I don't like everything about it. I don't. But when you got somebody calling out the agendas, they calling out the BS, and they telling it like it is, this is the stuff you got to pay attention to. Because she's up there with the big guys. She's up there like that. She's letting you know the agenda, what's happening. She's saying, listen, they're using you. That's true. Our people, black, Spanish, we need to understand. You get used. They're going to pay you a lot of money to manipulate other people that are broken emotionally. Black people are broken emotionally, so their leaders go to entertainers. They don't go to logical people. Like they don't make Dr. Boyce Watkins a leader. They don't make Dr. Claude Anderson a leader. They push them down and they say, you know what, Dr. Claude Anderson, Dr. Boyce Watkins, we're going to push y'all down and we're going to put Cardi B over you. You kidding me? Get real. Get real.
And you want to sit here and talk about Trump using me, or like, what are you talking about? Using me for what? I don't work for the RNC. I don't get paid by the Trump campaign. I say what I believe. You don't know what to do when you're looking at a black woman that's free. That's what your problem is. I am telling you who I support, and I'm educated. And I'm challenging you to become educated. I'm challenging you to sit down with black conservatives, okay, and have a meaningful conversation.
All right. So that was her. She made a lot of sense. She made a lot of sense. You could not deny that. I don't like everything about her, but I love this rant that she did on Cardi B. Why do I love the rant? Because I'm getting sick of the fuckery. I'm getting sick of just complaining about life, and in general, it's time for us to start doing something about it. We ain't gonna be able to do nothing about it until we get more masculinity into men. The more masculinity we get into men, the more we can tell women the way it is so they straighten up. Women are only running free because there's nobody there to correct them, but then it's against the law to correct them, but a woman wants to be corrected. Get real. Now, we're about to go into the part of the video where Cardi B responds. You have to understand, women like Cardi B should not be in this politics space. Get real. Fuck with me, nigga. You can't be here. Get real. We got to start looking at things logically. Let's go ahead and get those likes up. Let's get those donations up. Let's get those likes up. Let's get into the side where Cardi B responds. Let's get to it.
And like I said, this is going to be the last time responding to you. You've been antagonizing me for years. And you claim that you antagonize me because I stick my nose in politics. Because a woman like me that pays taxes, that live in a country that continuously see injustice, have a fucking voice. That bothers you so much. Everybody can have a fucking voice. Are you gonna come at a teenager that has a voice too? At the end of the day, Candice, you've been trying to fucking sit down with me for like a year. You've been offering me $250,000. Anybody that justifies the death of George Floyd, I don't want to talk to. I don't fuck with. Your GoFundMe account got suspended because of the nasty shit that you were saying and justifying the death of George Floyd. I will never. You can never sit with.
Like this is the shit that people need to understand. George Floyd didn't deserve to die, but George Floyd wasn't a martyr as well. He wasn't. Rashad Brooks wasn't a martyr. He had just got out of jail for beating his wife and kids. George Floyd had got out of prison, but he was high on drugs. Like, they did not deserve to lose their life. I'm going to put it out there, but they're also not martyrs as well. There's plenty of guys that died that should have got a bigger celebration than them that actually did something to serve the community, that did something that actually helped black people out. They took the wrong people and put them as martyrs. Them guys did not deserve to lose their life. I'm going to tell you that. Get real, though. Get real. Let's finish this off.
I don't care. You're talking about why I hate Trump. I'm just like every other fucking black person, every Hispanic person out there, that we're blind, that we are told to hate Trump. You're not told to hate Trump. Trump has shown his ass to us so many times. You know how many times he had the opportunity to show us that he's a human. Because
like, I'm cutting that off. Trump ain't did nothing racist. Trump has passed more laws for black people than any other president in the world. He made sure that no black college could be shut down for the next 10 years when the Democrats were trying to get rid of it during the Obama administration. Stop fucking with me, man. I'm getting sick of this stupid shit out here. It is simple as this. Republicans get in, double up in the stock market. The Democrats get in, short everything the fuck down. If you ain't about your business and the Democrat won, prepare for anarchy. The world is going to flip upside down. Understand that shit. And everybody sitting around here distracted. They don't know what's going on. I'm already in the woods. I'm already living out there. We good over here. Just understand, We getting to that point where bad things about to really happen. Like I said, 12 billion left New York, and go watch the New York news over the weekend. How many people died randomly with gunshot wounds to the head? All right? What we get ready to do now is we're going to do some calls like we normally do. I'm going to give some shout outs. Aviatez, Cardi B admitted to drugging and robbing men. You're right. She shouldn't be up there. But guess what? Not all, but a lot of black women love to follow her. They love to just listen to some good old Cardi B. Cardi B's our leader. Clint Sharp, what he got? Thank you for calling out the manipulation of our people. You damn right, big dog. That's what we do here on the Anthony Spade channel. We just don't talk about women. We talk about everything that's going on in life. All right? I know some women may come here and be like, you guys hate women. I don't hate women. I hate women's nature. I don't hate women. I love women. But we got to switch it and talk about real shit too. That's what we do here. All right? Clint Sharp, big shout outs, bro. I definitely appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that. All right, we about to start taking in the calls. Let me go ahead and put the link in there. All right, I just put the link inside for anybody that wants to call in. And hold up. Let's go ahead and get those likes up. I got 961 in the room. Let's go ahead and get those likes up to 800. Let's get those donations up, big dog. All right, who we got? Bobo 650, big shout out, spitting facts. Big shout outs, bro. Canadian Spawn, the first one tonight. You got beat, Red.
Because me, I don't even think that Trump is a human.
Hold on, we about to go in, brother. Let me pull you on over to the other screen so I can look at y'all while I talk to you. All right. Everybody that's looking to come into the chat, the links are in the chat room. All I ask is make sure your microphone is set, ready to go. Right, Canadian, it's on you. How you feel about it, bro?
How you doing, Spade? How you been?
I'm doing good, man.
Yo,
I'm doing good.
I got a lot to say, man. Well, not a lot exactly, but it's women. You know what? It's women like Cardi B that makes it harder on real good women, like not the ones that's following the thought culture and stuff. You know, like hearing the Candice Owens. Half the time, there's some stuff I disagree, but after what she was talking about with Cardi, I have to agree with everything, you know, like the things that she's saying, like, saying, oh, I don't work. I'm sorry, let me start again. The stuff that she's saying about her everything is true. It's true. I mean, look at what's going on with this modern time of women, like the thought culture and stuff, you know, like our women, no matter, even it don't matter if they're black, white, Hispanic. They're completely messed up. Like they're gone. Like they changed to this culture because of social media, these music videos, everything else. I mean, it's sad, man. It's so sad. I mean, yo, I'm just kind of disappointed, man.
What are the main things that you are disappointed at?
Well, for starters, the one of the videos you showed me at that little pool party with the blue pill men. Those simps, like simps, are the one that destroyed the dating game.
Hey, bro, can you turn your mic up a little bit? I got you all the way up over here, and they said they can't hear you.
Wait. Can you hear
me?
Go
down. Yeah, go down a little more. Talk.
I don't know. You good?
Yeah, we good. We good.
All right. So the main thing is the first video you showed me with the blue pill men in the pool party. It's them, the simps, blue pill men is what destroyed the dating game. Like the dating game is done because of these simps. Because they're too busy chasing after, trying to put these women on a pedestal, knowing that these women don't want them like that, you know? Like, they don't find them attractive like that. You know, dating is done. Like, that's why most men are going off and just sleeping around. That's it. They don't want relationships. So in my opinion, the blue pill men destroyed the dating game. But with the interview with Cardi B, everything that Candice Owens is saying, I mean, these women gotta change. You know, I mean, who knows what's gonna happen in the next couple of months if this shit keeps continue. No matter if it's Donald Trump being president and Joe Biden being president, like who knows what the hell's gonna happen to America.
Hey, exactly. Hey, we reaching that level, but you got to realize everything changes after the election. Thanks for calling in. Stay there. I got to go to the next one. You know how it is. I got you. Red Sings the Blues. What's up, good, man? Bro?
Hey, what's up, man? So here's what I'm gonna say. We've been living in 60 years of the age of the woman. So what I'm gonna say is this, because I was watching The Real, and they were talking about boss bitches and whatever. I don't know. I was just watching it for my podcast for this week, and she said, "Well, yeah, we're living in the age of the woman," and I agree with that, because now you got Cardi B, who is a prostitute gone singer, talking to Joe Biden about politics, and then you got Candice Owens on the other side, and I don't really, fuck with Candice Owens like that, because she did a doxing site, but that's another story. But when it comes to that, now you got women that don't want to be associated like that, and then you got women that want to be associated like that just by proxy.
All right.
So in hindsight, I would have to say, it's their battle, and then whatever happens, we're gonna have to come back and change the game. So it's up to them to what they really want to do. But when it comes down to it, men are gonna have to stand up at the end of the day and show them, hey, we run this shit still.
All right. Thanks for calling in. Hold on. I got to stop this echo. They said I got an echo. All right. I know what it is. We got up there. We tapped 1,000. And then it came down real fast because of some damn echoes. We got it back. Is the echoes gone? Should be gone. Do your 10. How you feel?
I'm good, man. So what I just did is did a Google search of how many people were shot in Chicago over this past weekend. Can you guess how much? It was 51 people shot, 10 people dead, including children, just over this last Labor Day weekend. But you hear no mention of that at all. I can't hear you. Is there a mic off or something?
Yeah, I had to turn my mic off because of the echo.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you're right. They're ignoring all this. That's what I don't like about Black Lives Matter, is that everybody is ignoring the fact that there are black people that are being wiped out every single day, and everyone's ignoring it.
Yep.
Like it's all cool. Let's just keep victimizing ourselves, but we're not going anywhere. That's the problem. That's where the whole delusion is at. It's to tie people up and confuse them emotionally. Once you get confused emotionally, then you'll follow anything. You know what I mean?
Yep. You can't think logically about it. But you don't hear any celebrities, athletes say any word about any of these issues, but they're all over, like having their messages typed on the name of their back of their jersey, having Black Lives Matter on the field or whatever. But
you gotta this is how this works. When you sign to a team, right? And they start doing these type of things, it's in your contract to go along with it.
Really?
You feel what I'm saying? They have to go along with it because they don't own their name. LeBron James doesn't own his name. You know what I mean? His name is signed off to Nike. It's signed off to the team. He can't even do it. You got to understand, LeBron James can't up and go use his name to buy anything because he sold his name.
Yes.
You feel what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
All right, thanks for calling in, big dog.
Yep.
See, Mr. Distinguished, a.k.a. Sigma King, a.k.a. Sigma Lion, a.k.a. We got a new one. Andy done bought the baldy. What's really good, bro? You gonna make me put you on the big screen today.
I done also got, listen, man, I done also stepped up the game, baby. I done also got on the blaze. I'm trying
to move in front of the camera. You always back there. Yeah, there you go. Show us the suit. Let's see the suit, dog.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? My hair, blaze are looking good, baby. I was actually out there earlier tonight. I was out there handling something. But hey, everybody else saying they say that they gotta step up their clothing game.
Yeah.
You know, I definitely agree with that. I also want to say something to you, and look at this real quick. Look at that up in this. You
Oh
see
man, hey. You took the one I was gonna buy because you got the
Oh
pack
yeah?
of 3. Where's the wolf at? I know you got a wolf with that.
Nah,
Cause that comes in the collection.
nah. I actually got that single.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
They sell that as a collection now. The
Oh
tiger,
yeah.
the lion, and the wolf. Yeah,
Oh,
as a
I got it.
collection.
Well,
I was gonna have it
I'm
going
about to
across
go.
the bottom.
I definitely got to look out for that wolf though. I definitely would cop that for real. But
Definitely.
but no, I mean, you know, we're dealing with necessarily. Oh, I'm sorry, I had to do something on the screen real quick. But you know, with this whole Meg the Stallion and whatever she's doing, you know, out there at the pool, she's just creating that same image of just a ratchet black woman that I really don't believe should be in an influential position at all. And I mean, when you have Cardi B out here going against Candice Owens, which I do agree with you, I don't necessarily agree with everything she says, but she is speaking the truth,
Right.
you know.
We could never deny Candace the truth
Hmm.
because she, when you go and do the research, she be hitting hard, bro. She
Yeah,
hitting
she do.
hard.
Yeah. And I mean, her and Cardi B interaction just really shows the different type of spectrum that black women can be on. Because Candace Owens is a very intelligent, smart, logical woman. B, you have this woman over here that has no. Hold up. Can you actually hear me? I actually can't hear you, or I can't hear you.
You hear me now?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. I got to turn my mic off while you're talking so the echo don't go.
Okay. Well,
All right.
I'll actually keep it short. But still, Candace Owens and Cardi B, that whole drama. You know, I still think that Candace won it. You know, Cardi B cannot say anything back. I mean, she's an insult to injury. You know what I'm saying? She's like broken like every single type of stigma of the ratchet, you know, thought black woman. Like, and like the worst part about it is she's not even black. And yet she's claiming for black issues. Like it's like come on, like she's a fucking prop dummy. Like, you know, that's all that it is. I still can't hear you.
I just wish that people would see that. I don't
Oh
like the
yeah.
fact that people ignore it like this is good shit. You know, that's what makes me mad is people are like, yo, she's cool. Do you
Yeah.
realize this is fucking life?
Yeah.
This isn't a fucking, you know what I mean? Like, this is
Yeah.
life. This is not a fucking video game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, bro. Thank you for calling in.
Mm-hmm.
AJ, how you feel about it, big dog?
Man, the entire thing about like when Candace Owens was talking about, you know, the defunding of the New York police, I'm with you in agreement. Like I don't agree with everything she says, but when she's speaking facts, the girl's speaking facts, and you can't deny that. But when she was talking about, you know, the funding of the New York police, I want people to understand when you say that the police department should be defunded, you're basically saying you want to get rid of the one thing that's preventing human beings from being monsters. Because you take away the police force, bro, you think the crime rate is rampant now, dude, it's going to skyrocket through the roof. Like you're going to have people out here mauling each other. It's going to be crazy. And even just to add on to, you know, the early videos you were showing, like the video with Meg Thee Stallion at the pool, the one dude in the background is the prime example. He's one of them niggas. Like when you say it, you know what I mean. He's one of them niggas. The dude that's around all these females, he hyping their heads up, not realizing he's the beta male in that position. Like they don't respect you. You never gonna get the cheeks. Ain't nothing going down for you, bro. So it's like for dudes, the lesson you need to learn from that is stop putting them type of women on pedestals. Stop looking at them as, oh, the black woman is God. Like, dude, stop it with all of that. Stop it with all of that, man. Like you're giving them shine that they didn't even earn. Stop it. Like we gotta stop doing that. You gotta stop giving these women shine that they never earned in the first place. I can't hear you, bro.
I said when you said the black woman is God thing, I said that gave me a subject to talk about next time because we do got a lot of dudes out there telling women that got them overly gassed up.
It's crazy, man. Like
Definitely.
I get tired of hearing it.
Definitely. Me too. Big shout outs to AJ Taylor. Thanks for calling in, big dog.
You already know.
We're going to go to BPJ. This is a new one. How you feel about it, big dog?
Hey man, appreciate you having me on. Yeah, man, I'm in agreement with you. I'm in agreement with everyone who came in. One thing that I'll say about Candice Owens, however, is even though I definitely do appreciate her sort of breaking down the stereotype and having her views and being opinionated and being about the facts, I do think that what hinders Candice Owens in the long run in terms of being able to connect with the black community is her being with a white husband. I think that definitely hinders her chances of being able to reach out to black people as a whole. Because when you look at her, sure she might be saying facts, but how black people operate, you look at the man that she's with, and especially if you Google Candace Owens' husband, he's a corny looking white guy. So it's not really necessarily a good look if she's not trying to be labeled as a coon. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I definitely dig you, but do you think just because she's with a white dude, it takes away from her knowledge that she gives? She gives a lot of good knowledge. That's one thing that I feel, but I can't say that either because I deal with Arabic women and Spanish only. And people be like, well, you can't say anything about the black community, but my mom's black. I grew up in both. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
No,
my
I'm
dad's Spanish, my mom.
yeah, no.
It's kind of like when I look at Candace,
Mhm.
I look at her as someone that never really fit into the black community. You have black women like that are in the hood that don't fit in with nobody in the hood. The same way you got guys that are in the hood that just don't fit in with nobody in the hood. I always tell people there's only a small percentage of gangbangers that are killing in the hood. Everybody else is just poor. You feel what I'm saying? Like
Right now,
that's what it is.
yeah,
I
no,
feel
I'm in
like
agreement.
she's the type of black woman
Mhm.
that grew up around black people, but just didn't fit in. You feel what I'm saying? That what I don't like about her, she's too preppy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
Like
know what?
too
I
uppity
actually
a little
agree with
bit.
that wholeheartedly.
You agree with her argument with Cardi?
Yeah, no, I agree with that wholeheartedly. It's like hell. No. I said
Definitely.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. Like that, there's gonna be some black folks. Like hell, I was one of those people. I read comic books. You know, I was into Marvel movies before it was cool. So I'm right there with it. But when it comes to Candace Owens trying to run for politics, the only thing I was saying is that just like with Barack Obama, if Barack Obama was with a white woman, there's no way he would have been president. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, you're muted, bro.
But like she said, she don't work for the Republican Party.
Right.
She's her own
But
thing.
she does want to go into politics though later on.
Yeah, but you got to understand she's developing her own identity. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? I understand what she's saying, but she's with the Republicans, but she's not represent like she don't work for them. Like she's her own
Right.
thing. She made her own identity.
Yeah, no, I can agree with that. And the only other thing I was going to say, just for the people in the chat, when it comes to BLM, because all of us, I know, I have my blue pill friends, and I'm pretty sure people in the chat got their blue pill friends. Next time you talk to, especially black men, you have your blue pill black men. Just have them go on the BLM website and look at the about page and look at and tell them to look and search actively as to what BLM is actually trying to achieve. There's nothing on
Well,
there.
on this show, we've already taken that website and broke that website all the way down.
Yeah, no, I'm not. And, this is my first time watching the show. I'm actually
Okay.
glad.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
say, yeah, what you're saying, the audience out there that you're talking to right now,
Right.
Like we've done that. We broke that Black Lives Matter website all the way down to where the money going and all that.
Most
We've
definitely.
done that already.
But only thing I'm saying is, hell, tell your friends to do that. Tell your blue pill friends out there, because even though you might have a blue pill friend, but some people are a little bit more red pill aware than others. So have your friends look at the website and have them do the research yourself. That's all I gotta say, man.
Definitely. Thanks for calling in, BP.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. All right, that was BP. Who we got next? Jamal Smith. What's good, brother?
Yo, what's good, OG? You can hear me?
How you doing, big dog?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I was just finishing this philosophy lecture, listening to you on live. So my question for you and everybody else that's listening, how has black men and women in this country been conditioned to think like a certain way for so long, to the point where, as a black man, I have to think a certain way, or else I'll be labeled a coon or a Uncle Tom? For example, I have to vote Democrat. I have to think this way, or else. You know what I'm saying? Like a prime example, in Wisconsin, there was this one who can't remember his name, but he had a sign openly supporting Trump, and he was shot and killed. I don't know if you ever heard about that.
Who? A politician was shot and killed?
No, a random guy just supporting Trump, and he was shot and killed.
You talking about New York?
I don't know if it was New York or Wisconsin, one of them.
Yeah, a lot of them got it going on. You talking about what the cops are going crazy over now, or you just talking about a random death?
That was a random death. Like you saw.
Oh man, well you go watch the news in Chicago and see all those random deaths over the weekend, and New York. They went on a rampage this weekend. New York had about 7 people shot in the head out of nowhere.
And as for Candice Owens, like, I don't hate her, I don't like her, but at the same time, I appreciate any man or woman that just go on public record and just speak the truth. Because we're in a world right now where a lot of people rather be lied to and live in some type of dream world versus, just come straight and just face reality. And so for her, I respect her for that a lot.
Exactly. She's brave enough to say it, but she's also saying what a lot of people are thinking. I just think a lot of people are into things emotionally, and by the time the smoke clears and they realize what was going on, a lot of them are going to say, you know what, we messed up.
Mm-hmm.
We messed up.
And it's very unfortunate because a lot of people in this country just walking off of emotion instead of thinking logically.
Definitely, bro. Thank you.
I appreciate you.
Thank you for calling, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Willie Beeman. Willie Beeman says, if you believe in the left and right, you're not a free thinker. I don't care what Candice says. The Federal Reserve controls both sides. I definitely agree with you. They create chaos. The more chaos that you're in, the more confused you are because your emotions are in it. Then they can direct you which way to go. I absolutely agree with you on that, big dog. Mr. Anonymous, what's good with you?
What's up, Spade? Came to the show a little late, but I'm here to drop a few dimes in.
All right, go ahead, bro.
So what you were saying earlier was spot on about all of this being about this election. Everything pretty much that happened this year was all leading up to this election. And I don't think what a lot of people realize is we're on the verge of anarchy, so to speak. If the Democrats win, you have a Democratic president, a Democratic House, and a Democratic Senate. And that's bad for everybody. So as bad as you hate Trump, as much as you hate Trump, and that's what the Dems are using as fuel.
Right. They're using racism as fuel. And that's the part that bothers me, is because black people fall for it every single time.
Every time. It's like we fall for the same banana in the tailpipe. At some point we got to wake up and see things for what they are. It's like they'll throw little trinkets our way, or they'll make gestures, but you don't see any money changing hands. You don't see any land changing hands. Whenever we say reparations, you get a bullet in the back of your head.
Right. That's why I was explaining to people that the reason why Black Lives Matter took off is because it says Black Lives Matter. It automatically touches black people and it touches their emotions. You know what I mean? And and it gives them a sense of power. But blacks don't understand is that a lot of these companies, the NBA, Nike, all these people that are getting behind Black Lives Matter really don't care about you. They just want your money. Because they know that if you rebel against Nike, you're not going to buy their shoes. You rebel against the jerseys, you're not going to buy the athlete stuff. So they're going to get behind you because they still want those trillions of dollars. Blacks don't ever stop and look at their surroundings and notice, like, look at your grocery store. Who is it owned by? Look at your bodega. Who is it owned by? Who is the restaurants owned by? Every race of people comes into the black community and feeds off of their money. And why? Because they know that the money is not going back into the black community. So everybody's competing for the black people money. And blacks don't realize that. That's the sad part about it. They think all these people really care. They don't. They know when the smoke clears, you're going to turn right back around and give them the money.
Exactly, because as soon as the quarantine was lifted, what did niggas go do? Line up at the mall for Jordan.
Exactly. Louis Vuitton had a line. Gucci had a line. I was out with one of my girls and it's like, yo, look at this. How are these people out here spending money like this on a lockdown? You know what I'm saying?
They got their stimulus and blew it. And blew it. It's like, come on, like we've already done this song and dance before. Black people, we gotta stop. We gotta do better. You know, our men are still wearing dresses
and tight clothes, pants hanging down. You could see their underwear, but you want to know the fucked up part? They still getting bitches. They still getting them. You know what I'm saying? They getting them because that's what the women are accustomed to. Big shout outs to Hakeem Hilton 2.0. I didn't even shout him out. I had to go ahead and shout him out real quick, bro. I forgot about him.
But my last point, and I'll get off because I know you got other callers. So I've been kind of watching this thing unfold from afar. So this whole second stimulus package has been in the news for the last 3 months, which is overshadowing all of the so-called protests that vanished once that first stimulus hit. You notice all the reports about the protests, they just vanished. As soon as it got warm and as soon as they got their stimulus, all the protesters kind of went inside. They disappeared. You got a little bit here, a little bit there. You'll get something out of Portland. You get a little something out of Milwaukee. But the widespread protesting, it just completely stopped. So
right. Remember, we were doing lives. Remember when we were going hard during those protests because it was everywhere. And now they're nowhere to be found. Nowhere.
Just vanished.
Right.
So Trump is basically going to there's a $300 billion just sitting from the CARES Act, which was passed in March, I believe. That's sitting there, and it's already predicated for economic relief. So apparently, he's going to use that $300 billion as stimulus packages for the next round, since the Republicans and the Democrats can't seem to agree.
Right, but that's what we have to do, though. Like, he has to plan it right. Because what they did was, when everything died out, they took this new guy that got shot and they blew it up even more. When it showed, he was beating the hell out of his girl.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He was beating the hell out of his girl. And then the cops came, they got in the wrestling, he went to the car. All of a sudden, it's all over the place. They keep coming up with things to distract black people. They're not even aiming for whites. Whites are still on the outside looking like, all right. When they go back home to their house, they're like, all right, at least people don't think I'm a racist. I got out there and helped them, but I'm still voting for Trump. That's what people don't understand. People are going to vote for Trump because it's common sense. Right. You feel what I'm saying?
Dollars wise. Now, if you are not the brightest bulb in the tree, you're going to fall for what the Dems are trying to do. And the thing is, you're going to get, blasted in the black community because, oh, you're a Republican now. But those people haven't done research. They're just voting off history.
Right. Exactly. They pull an old emotion back to distract them now.
Yep.
Definitely agree with you, bro. This is Mr. Anonymous. He's a regular on the show. Y'all put some respect on that man's name. Thanks for calling in, bro.
Appreciate it, Spike.
You too. Bolivians, the reason there is no black businesses in the black community is because of black self-hate. You are absolutely right, brother. Absolutely right. You couldn't word it better than what it is. Juice 24 NBA. How do you feel, brother? Juice 24. Going once. Twice. 3 times. Got to move on, Juice. Thanks for calling in, brother. All right, Canadian Spawn, I got to you already. I got to get some other people. Revolution times Z. How do you feel, brother? Oh, we got a
What's up,
woman.
man? Yeah, it's a woman.
Oh,
It's a
okay,
woman.
okay.
I'm calling about the going back to Africa part for a black woman. I think the reason why a lot of people, well, men don't do it, simply because the women back in Africa, they're so different. Which means you're gonna have to step up more than you ever stepped up in your life. You know what I mean? They're used to these women here in America, where you got a car, a house, and that's enough. Back home, they're not worried about that. They
Right,
want
right,
more
right, right,
than that.
right. That's why I was saying I'm talking to my truck drivers. I'm talking to my Amazon workers. I'm talking to dudes that value their job, because dudes that value their job is going to value a woman. It's just that women are used to losers worshiping them. You feel what I'm saying? So if we got the good black men who are being overlooked by the black women here because they want the bad black guys, I feel like the good black men here should save their money and go to Africa. You know what I'm saying? But because men want to date foreign, but we never talk about going to Africa. Never.
Right.
I watched a documentary on Africa on very submissive women that have bad guys that are there. And I'm like, man, these guys got some of the most beautiful women in the world. You know what I'm saying? That they're
They
treating
don't
bad.
appreciate that.
Right, you're right. But you got a
Yeah.
man here that'll go there and appreciate that woman. That's what I'm
Facts.
saying. There's a lot of submissive women in Africa that are ready
yeah,
to just be
for sure.
wives. Right. That's what I'm advocating. We never say go to Africa. Why? Because they still hate their own skin.
Exactly. And that's due to part of the culture in America. You know what I mean? What they see on TV. They don't never really dig deep for themselves and find out what really is back there, what's back home. They just go with what the white people show them. Oh, they hungry. They look like this. They ashy. Nah. These women still take care of themselves just like the women here. Even better sometimes. You know what I mean?
Right. I know. I've been doing some research on it because I've been thinking like in the next couple of years, I may even move to Africa because you got Akon building his city out there in Senegal.
Yes, sir.
Right. So
Yes,
I've been really looking into that because like I'm getting out of businesses and I'm going more into this. I can take this to Africa.
Oh yeah, and
You feel what I'm
they
saying?
would appreciate it. They would love and appreciate that.
Right.
Just
And it's
somebody to
like
give them the knowledge, you know?
right. And so I've been telling black dudes like, hey, instead of saving your money to go to Peru, saving your money to go to Miami, saving your money to go here, you'll be surprised if you go to Africa. I've been watching documentaries that have opened my mind up, and I was like, man, I've been looking at
Yeah.
Africa differently. I
Yep.
really need to
Yep.
start. We have a jewel, but we just scared to discover it. You know what I mean?
And you was able to discover that because you did your research. A lot of
Right.
people just not doing their research, man.
Right. That's why I've been pushing men to think about that. Black men, think about that. Going
Yeah.
to Africa to get a woman. Definitely. But
Good
how do you
message,
feel it?
bro.
Definitely. You have any more last words before I go to the next person?
No, you could go ahead, man. I just wanted to touch on that for you.
All right. Thank you for calling in. Where you calling from? Africa?
Nah, Jamaica.
Oh, you calling from Jamaica and we talking about Africa.
Africans are
well,
Jamaicans
you
are
ain't even.
Africans.
I'm thinking. I'm talking to an African woman, and your ass is Jamaican. All right.
Ain't Jamaicans African? Ain't
Y'all
Jamaicans African?
Y'all Jamaican. Y'all down there, Haitians and Jamaican. Y'all got a different vibe. Y'all crazy though. Jamaican women is crazy.
Oh yeah, we hold it down.
Right. But you sticking up for African women. All right.
We all one, man. We all one.
All right. Thank you for calling in.
All right, take it easy.
You too. What's that? Low key JC. How you feel about it, bro?
What was the question?
No, we were talking about Candice Owens and Cardi B. How do you feel about that debate between Candice Owens and Cardi B?
Oh, I'm gonna be honest, man. I feel like it's really just all fake at the end of the day. I look at politics like WWE at the end of the day. They just stage events and stage stuff so the people could be against each other.
Oh, okay. So you just feel like it's all planned out act, create chaos, and then go for power, divide and conquer.
Yeah,
I
it's
definitely
all
agree with you.
It's all
All right.
act, bro.
All right. You got any last words?
Nah, that's it.
All right, bro. Thank you for calling the Anthony Spade Channel.
All right, bro.
Yep. All right. Big shout outs to Man. Mangus Anthony. A lot of people are in the dark about ties to Biden's have the Chinese Communist Party. Also, the military tensions are high in South Sea Asia. There is so much going on to keep the public in dark. You are exactly right. This is the first year of my life that I've seen so much happen so fast. Started out with Kobe. Kobe Bryant shocked the world. That was probably the first thing this year where people were like, oh my God, Kobe Bryant. No, the world wanted to cry. Then COVID came. Then George Floyd came. Then all kind of things like, and just think, we're just now going into September. Just now. We still got, 4 to 5 months of just straight anything going on. Let's go ahead and get those likes. We're doing good on the likes. I got 803 in here, and we had 796. Let's get those donations and those likes up. All right, we're going to go back around for the last and final thoughts. These are the last 4 I'm going to keep in here, and then we're going to be shutting down this live. Red sings the blues. How do you feel, brother?
Man, at the end of the day, I just don't pay attention to most shit anymore regarding this stuff, because like what the last caller said, it is political theater. But you also got to know, like, there are things in the background that people really don't know, and it's time to start waking people up about that type of stuff. Like, it's not just about, like, the red pill isn't just about female nature. Like, it's just about life in general. Like, you got to look at life for really what it is. At the end of the day, everything is just an illusion for you to, just start researching about. And, something I actually did start thinking about, going back. I actually might take a vacation next year to Africa myself.
Yeah, man. I was what got me on to Africa is I was watching an interview with Akon and DJ Vlad. And he was talking about how much he loves Africa. He was telling like how many rappers have actually became citizens. Like Ludacris lives in Africa now. I know that Mos Def had moved to Africa about 15 years ago. So he was explaining how a lot of people are going to Africa because they were slept on what's actually there. They didn't realize that Africa is actually built up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. As a good continent.
No, I know.
Right.
I used to have I had a roommate that was from Central Africa, and I was just asking him questions, and he actually showed me his city. That city looks like a better, cleaner version of New York, and I was like, wait, that's Africa? And he's like, yeah, that's Africa. I was like, what? And I did my research on it. I was like, damn. Like, I did a Google Maps and everything. I said, wow. Like, I didn't even know that. He said, yeah, like the things that, because America paints Africa as like a poor country. They got lots of you remember in the the mid 2000s they used to have those UNICEF things for Africa and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like that's what they portray Africa as, poor and stuff like that. But I mean, I might take a vacation down to South Africa because I heard a lot of good things about South Africa. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff happening down in South Africa, but I haven't seen South Africa. I've just heard it through like other people, but I know a lot of people there.
Now the thing is, why it works out for me is because I've been doing internship at the zoo before the COVID to get my wildlife license. Like I'm actually gonna own 2 tigers.
All right, so
you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I've been doing my internship to get my gaming license.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? But if I move to Africa, I can actually have them. I can have my own zoo and not have to go through all these problems and complications here. Like here, I got to go spend $80,000 on a fence that sits so high. You know what I'm saying? And go around when I could go to Africa and get a palace built.
Yeah, it also
what I'm
saying? It also depends on state laws too. Like most states won't let you have like exotic animals as pets,
right?
Except for like Florida, but Florida, anything goes in Florida.
Yep. All right, bro. Thanks for calling in. That's Red Sings the Blues. He's building up. Red, you've been doing a lot of work this week, bro.
Yeah, man.
Guess what? It's just the beginning. This is an everyday thing, bro. Every day I drop. Every day I film.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying? You building up your tolerance. I see every day you doing something. Everybody go check out Red Sings the Blues channel. Thanks for calling in, big dog.
Yeah, man.
Later. All right, we're going right to King Sigma, Mr. Distinguished. Last thoughts, big dog.
Sitting there looking spiffy. We go out to have we may have a dress off, bro. Next live, I may have to wear a tuxedo. You got some shit. All right. Don't make me pull out the tux. Hey, you want to know something, bro? How fucked up I am. How fucked up and cheap I am. Listen, this shirt I got on, right?
Yeah.
I spent $60 on this shirt.
Okay.
And spent $4 on this.
Oh no! Oh no! You couldn't find nothing for $9.99.
I got it from Gabriel's. It's Perry Ellis. I got it from Gabriel's. They had a little sale. You know what I'm saying? One side bigger than the other. You can't see, but it's all good. I got it tucked underneath the tie. You know what I mean? You know, Gabriel's shit be a little off. So you got to find out where it's off.
Man. The last thing, I guess, only real final thoughts I could say is that definitely, I definitely want to get to Africa. You know, I mean, right now I'm actually trying to go back down to Jamaica, where I'm actually from, or my family's from. And I mean, down there, houses are very cheap, especially, hopefully before this fucking hyper inflation to the dollar basically collapses it. Hopefully I could get out there and be able to do some currency exchange and be able to get a nice house for some good savings out here because, but definitely after that, I'm definitely trying to get back to Africa, man. I mean, listen, man, you are 100% right. We have that beautiful continent. And, the problem is you have so many of these other nations trying to reap the resources out of there. And to be honest, I wish that a lot of our American brothers would actually think about this for a second. Like, we have the knowledge from being over here about white supremacy. We have the knowledge of it, about necessarily the colonization and shit like that. We understand, what happens when you have outsiders influencing your decisions. Because, I mean, if we were able to gather the education that we've gotten from here, lawyers, doctors, engineers, people who have, truck drivers, people who could do freight, just like, shipping, like we could literally go over there and set the whole world we could be
right.
We could be.
You want to watch that interview with Akon and DJ Vlad, how he breaks down Akon City. You know, he's building his own city now.
Yeah, I heard.
Right, but it's
like everything solar panel.
Right, everything right now is being built, and he's saying in 6 years you're going to be able to start buying houses on there. Right now, they're laying the foundation with sewer lines. That's what they're doing now. They're putting up the sewer lines now. So it got me thinking. I started doing research and started watching documentaries, and I'm like, Africa ain't what I thought it was. You got some parts that, like one guy said, there is no electricity or water in certain parts. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still got cities out there that are built up that you can live in. And believe it or not, I wouldn't mind going there with money and starting over and living basic.
Of course not. Yes.
I would like, people don't understand. Like, I done drove every fucking car. I done banged models. You know what I mean? I done did the shit you trying to do with money. You feel what I'm saying, dog?
Been done.
I done did it. Like the shit that people want to do with money, I've already did it. And it's like, all right, I know what that feels like. Going somewhere with money and building up, I have no problem doing that.
Yeah.
No, especially a country like that you always been curious about. So much history on.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely, bro. All right, thank you for calling in. You're right, Anthony Mancave. My bad. Africa is a continent. I know that. But when we talk, people recognize it as a country.
Which is even more fun because I actually did a fucking presentation in a college class, and motherfuckers was in the class looking at me crazy, and I was like, y'all didn't know that Africa's a continent with over 50 plus countries in it? They were like, no. I'm like, y'all niggas is dumb. Y'all don't even try and read on fucking Wikipedia or fucking Google. Like, y'all niggas just listen to whatever they fucking tell you.
Right, but it's an easy mistake, bro. Like,
Listen,
because believe it or not, I thought it was a country till I did my research, and I'm like, oh, it's a continent with all of these countries. It's an easy mistake. I've made the mistake.
Yeah, it is. But I'm saying the one thing that you did was you went and actually researched it.
Right.
Other niggas just believe it. And then so now when somebody might come up to them and spit some knowledge, they be like, oh, nah, that nigga's stupid.
Right.
But then so now you looking at him like you're not even trying to pick up a book.
Right.
Exactly.
That's what we got to get. We got to get people who actually want to seek the knowledge. We have so many people that are distracted that after the election, it's going to be a lot of sad people walking around when they see exactly how fast things switch up. One thing I could say, the manosphere is starting to pay attention to the value of men now. And I want to say this to some content creators, because some content creators will be like, everyone is making videos about high value men and how to be there. That's what we want. You know what I'm saying? Don't we want guys to start actually respecting themselves and becoming high value? I want to give a big shout out to Kevin Samuel for actually changing the algorithm. Because, oh, by the way, content creators, the word high value is at $12 PPC. That's price per click. Think about it. They don't know that. They don't. Yeah, they don't know that language. Right. If you trying to get the money, you better write the word high value in your title. People ain't getting it. They're like, why is everybody saying high value? It's at the top of the algorithm, which means it makes the most money now. So all your content creators use the word high value, promote the word high value, because that's where the algorithm is at right now. And we have to thank Kevin Samuels for that. Because he took it to a whole nother level. He made me step my shit up. Y'all know we used to be up in this motherfucker with t-shirts and wave caps. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, man. Hey, man, I had to. Hey, listen, everybody was coming out talking about, high value men, high value, and like, listen, you're right, 100%. The way that you look and your appearance, that goes
way far.
Way further. Listen, a girl will easily talk to you if you have on some good clothes. And you smell good, you could look like Popeye, my nigga. As long as you got on good clothes and you smell good, some woman's gonna try and rub up against you.
Right. Exactly.
100%.
Definitely. So everybody, we working on high value for the rest of the year, and then next year it's gonna be elimination of niggas. That's my thing. We got it right. If we could get everybody on this high value tip, I really like this high value tip. Because it's bringing the best out of men. You know what I'm saying? We got to stick with that.
It's bringing that type of self-confidence, you know, because when niggas just look like niggas and they got the pants under their ass, you could just tell that they just a silly nigga. Because niggas like that don't even know where that shit come from, and real niggas know that shit was developed in fucking prison. You know what I'm saying? They was doing that in there. Why the fuck would you want to come out here and talk about use a real nigga and you fucking showing your ass and you ready like come on, man, stop, man, like stop.
Right, and that's the problem that we have going on. But we know what, we changing this slowly but surely. It's changing. You know what I mean? All right, big dog. Thanks for calling in. Like the suit. We gonna see you on Friday. I may come with my Friday night. I may come with a tux.
Hey,
you better watch out. I saw one on sale. At Burlington.
Hey, listen. Yo, Burlington got that shit though. I ain't gonna lie though. I need
listen, I'm not spending $1,000 on no suit. I'll go spend that $200 at Burlington and have them tailor make that shit down. Straight up, yo.
Hey, listen, tailor made. As long as you put that on it, tailor made. It's that shit high value, man. As long as it's tailor made.
Exactly, big dog. All right, my man. Thanks for calling in. That's King Sigma, Mr. Distinguished, a.k.a. King Lion, a.k.a. King Alpha. We don't know what name he going to come up with next. That's King.
No. Hey, you could just call me King, but I definitely like that Mr. Distinguished. I like that.
All right.
Especially with this high value shit.
Yeah.
I like that.
We going with Mr. Distinguished. We got to have you a set name like Mr. Anonymous, AJ. They keep the same name. You keep coming up here a different person. And I got to. And look, and fix your camera. We get sick of looking at you down here in this corner.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Every time you come on, you're in the corner.
All right. I gotta definitely get this set up.
All right, big dog.
All right, man.
Thanks for calling in. Yep.
Of course.
Big shout outs to No Man Mangas, colonization or not. But our own sell us out. Remind me that the story of Joseph from the Bible, but we have to be better at building up and self-improvement. You're right. We do sell each other out. That's how slavery started. It started with us selling each other out. Hakeem, yeah, sell at Burlington. Get it tailor made down from there. Canadian Spawn, last words, big dog.
All right, last words. That 1 second video that you showed early with the African woman telling that when she came to the United States, she got a lot of prejudice from Black American women. Black people in America. Now, the thing I want to say about that is, I think in my eyes that the Black American, they see Black people that are not American, that they assume that we're better than them because we talk proper, we have a better IQ, or we dress proper, we don't dress like them. Like they would call us, you're a coon and you're a sellout. But in my eyes, like you're gonna have to accept certain Black people from different countries for the way they are. Like you can't just go and look at the thugs and the dudes fresh out of prison as heroes, while the decent Black men are just like law-abiding citizens or something. Because in the Black communities, women, they look at these thugs like the heroes and stuff, Like and like most people say, like they gotta learn to wake up. In the real world, these women gotta know, like, go fall in love with thugs and rejecting decent men like that is bullshit. Like they have to accept anyone who, no matter what they look like. You can't just be chasing them thugs all the time. The Black Lives Matter thing, in my eyes, I think they're bullies because I've been watching some videos and they've been trying to push white people out their houses just to demand stuff. In my eyes, it's like they're demanding stuff. They want handouts. I don't support them or anything. They just want handouts from white people and stuff. You
That's
agree?
why, right. I agree, but I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm at the point in my life I don't even worry about Negroes like that.
I don't blame you.
I'm just like Charlamagne. I don't even associate myself with Negroes after 7 o'clock at night.
I hear you, but one more thing before I leave. You mentioned something about taking a trip to Africa, meet women there. Do you think I heard that Morocco's a good place? Do you recommend that, or what would you recommend exactly?
Bro, I spent yesterday watching 4 hours worth of documentaries at Africa, and I felt I went through YouTube watching.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I typed in Africa because I was watching the Akon thing on Vlad, and I was like, "Yo, let me go research Africa."
I didn't even know Akon's building his own city.
Yeah, he has his own city being built right now.
Wow,
it's a solar city. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I got to thinking and then they were showing pictures of African women who have marriage problems, and I was like, they got Black women with green eyes over there. That is crazy.
Don't matter. That eventually they can have green eyes or blue, whatever. But women in Africa, they're gorgeous. And in my eyes, they're more beautiful than the Black American women here in this country.
Right. That's why. Right. That's why. Right.
Even with their natural hair, like instead in America they put the weave on and sew the shit on their head. They're even do that to their younger daughters, man.
Right. That's exactly why I said Black men need to go to Africa, take a trip, and your life may change. All right, bro.
I agree with you. But you know what, Spade? You keep up the good work, man, and shout out to you, man. I'm going to get going. Also, I wanted to show you something else. Look, you see that?
Oh, okay. He got his tiger up. He got his tiger up. All right. I see y'all out there. Sigma Nation. Big shout outs, big dog.
All right. You keep up the good work, and I'll see you again. Till next time.
All right. Thanks, bro. Thanks for calling in.
All right. One love.
You too. Do you're 10. How you feel, bro?
All right, I just got a question to start off for you. Why do you think Joe Biden would want to have an interview with Cardi B?
Because it's all part. You got to understand that we're living in the Black community is feminist out, and Cardi B. Every good woman is following Cardi B due to the fact that she gets to act like a tramp, get paid a lot of money, and she's married. So she has everything that a woman wants. They want to be sexy. They want to be able to get attention for looking slutty, but they also want to be married to say that they have somebody. So Cardi B has everything that these girls want, that they fantasize about. Being a slut, feeling sexy, and having a husband. She's doing it. So Joe Biden is going to be with her because this is where Black women are following. They're following her. So they're not worried about Black men because Black women have already showed we don't care about Black men. They're weak. We're doing better than them. But if Cardi B can convince all the Black women to vote, it's a different ball game. They're trying to get to the Black women because there's more women than men. They're not worried about the men. But the problem is the girls that the women that are actually taking what Cardi B say to heart are hood rats that don't vote. You feel what I'm saying? Like they're convincing a whole bunch of women who don't vote to go vote. It ain't gonna work like that. Soon as election day come up, them people gonna go look at that line and they gonna say bye-bye. But all them old white people in the country, they know we sitting here all day.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? They gonna make sure Donald Trump get back in.
Why is it so easy for like Democrats to like pander to black people though? Like false promises and everything.
Because
like, do they really think that they're that gullible? Like,
no, because if you want to get close to a black person, you just got to pretend to be cool like them. Remember when President Obama was coming into office, he act cool. Everybody like, yeah, he had smoked weed. He did that. You know, he was the first one to say, yeah, I inhaled. I smoked in college. You know what I'm saying? Bill Clinton was like, yeah, but I didn't inhale. You know what I'm saying? So they let Obama come in because he was the cool president. He was the first black president. You know what I mean? So black people followed it. But you got to understand that welfare was started by the Democrats. They've been screwing blacks over for a long time. It's just that you got a lot of black people that understand what the Democrats have been doing the whole time. The Republican Party was actually started by black people. Yeah. It was the Republican Party was started after slavery by black people. You have to understand that. So right now, it's a game of smart versus dumb. When do people get dumb? When they're emotional.
Yep.
When do they get smart? When they're logical. See, all the broke people are Cardi B, Joe Biden. Yeah, we're going there because all of our athletes and entertainers said it's cool. But all the hardworking people, when they look at these laws that are being changed, they're not going to say, I went to college just to turn around and give all my money back. You got me fucked up. You feel what I'm saying? That's what people are not understanding is the taxes, how the taxes are going to change and how fast it's going to separate the rich from the poor. So what do you have? You have police departments that are being defunded. What that means, that's less people on the street to stop crime. You're going to have crime increasing. Why? Because more people are going to be making no money. What does that cause? Anarchy, and people are going to fight to kill. Why do they need people to die? Because they feel like the planet is overpopulated.
Yeah.
You see the game?
Yeah.
All right. To everybody out there, it's get right, get paid a good night, and get lost. Like I said, you in the stock market. If Democrats get in, you short everything. You short everything. You short. No, you don't just sell out. You short it. That's going to be the most money you make on a short. I guarantee you. Short it down. If the Republicans get in, then you want to double up on everything. It's going to shoot up. Amazon and Apple are still watches now. And the guy that asked me why I'm not doing stock market videos, it's because I'm waiting to after the election. Anybody that's trading day to day know that the stock is just up and down. The market is all over the place now.
You see what happened to Tesla? 20% down today.
Yeah, but you expect that after a split.
Yeah.
That's why I said Tesla's going to be a buy after the election. Yeah. Right now, we're too close to the election to even be worried about the stock market. I'm telling you, just take your time with it. Me, I'm doing it one trade at a time. Today I did one trade. That's it. And it was a short.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So be careful out there, big dog.
All right, appreciate it.
All right, thanks for calling in. Well, we got Danny Sand. What's good, bro? This is the last caller.
Yeah, what's good?
What's good? What's your advice, bro?
Nah, I ain't got no advice. I just heard that last caller like 2 callers ago. And there's no disrespect in that. And it's like, and I understand that you got like a young audience, but they seem like out of tune and out of touch. Like
everybody is over. The only one that's young is probably Red and Doya, the one I just talked to. Everybody else is up there of age.
I don't know about. I don't know about your whole audience. I'm talking about the guy that like two callers ago he had on glasses. Forget it. Doesn't matter. All right, but it seems like a lot of your callers, they're young. I know they're probably inexperienced or whatever, but it seems like they ain't got no fight in them. Like it's like they call and they're like the guy who was complaining like they should choose me, the girl should choose me. You gotta like, in my head, it's like you gotta know what you want and figure out a way to get it. Like by crook or by rook, they ain't got that fight in them. It seems like that's just I don't know.
Well, what type of fight was you looking for on the phone call?
Not a fight, like some type of spunk. Like you know how a person called, he called you and said, they keep choosing these pookies, and they keep choosing these guys. They should choose guys like me. What are you talking about? That makes no. I mean, I don't know.
Right. But right. I don't take that personal, bro. It's how. Right.
Yeah.
I've had some crazy callers call in, bro. Like when people call in like that, they're just expressing how they feel about the situation. You know what I mean? Who said that girls should chase me? Who said that? Not one person said that tonight, did it?
Now he said something like, I didn't hear exactly what he said. He talking about they keep chasing these guys, these low
Well,
value
yeah.
guys.
Oh, you're talking about Canadian Spawn that showed the tiger, the picture of the tiger.
Yeah, that guy.
No, you're right. He's saying that the way that they think, they don't recognize a good man, so they always dating the wrong guy. That's what he was saying.
All right,
you know
but that's cool. You understand what you're dealing with. All right, you know what they recognize. Trick them. If you want to get the, what do you want out of them? You gotta ask yourself, what do you want out of them, and trick them. You can't like keep complaining like that's make no sense. Like complaining, that sounds kind of weak right there, bro.
Right, but you got to understand that's what the manosphere is about. You have guys that are gonna complain about women because they're not gonna look at it the same way. Like with me, I may not. Like with me, I don't go through problems with women like that. I'm the teacher.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna. My experiences are gonna be different. But I cannot look down on anybody that calls into my channel.
Nah. It's not looking down. It's like.
Right, I have to. Right, but you have to understand.
Sometimes you gotta like put us like fight. Like you can't sound like that. Just the sound, just the inflection.
Right. What I'm trying to tell you is, I'm a teacher.
Yes, sir.
All right. I have people that are still learning.
Mm-hmm.
That guy may not know everything. He may just want to vent. I have to deal with these in private sections as well. I have people that book $50 sessions, and all I do is sit there for the whole hour and just listen to them talk. And that's what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? So you have to understand that if he's calling in, he's still learning, and he still may be bitter about things that has happened to him in life. That's what the manosphere is for guys to come here and vent how they feel. You know what I mean? I don't look down on nobody. That's why when people start talking bad on MGTOW guys, I frown at them and be like, you don't know what that person's been through. Because I know guys that got their ass handed to them. I mean, like literally got played from marriage to the kids and then left with nothing. They ain't even got no ass. Pants don't even fit no more. So what I've learned about being a teacher in the manosphere is that everyone's situation is different, bro. I got to be able to listen and let a person vent when they want to vent. That's what the manosphere is for. I would never look down onto nobody. And I'm just going to say this, like, we got to stop that. He may be weaker than you. You feel what I'm saying? Right. But you have to understand. Look at me. I done been to war. I done did everything. So my strength's a lot stronger. Right? Look at Trent. We did Trent on what? Friday. Did you watch on Friday?
Now I think I caught a little bit of that.
Okay. On Friday, we had Trent here. Trent's a 15-year-old kid who's been used by women, but his mother was brainwashing him to trick on women. And he got to the point where he got treated so bad that he felt like he wanted to kill himself. What did I do? I kept him on the phone. Why? So I could go around and let men in the manosphere give him advice as well. I wasn't the only one that gave him advice that day. I let 8 other people give him advice so he feels like he has older brothers that he can go to and talk. That's what this is for. I'm here to make sure that you get out of that psychological shit that's fucking you up. And that's why I have call-ins, because if I can't get through to you, I'm expecting people like you to come in and help give that guy advice.
Gotcha.
You feel what I'm saying? So when you call in and you're talking about another guy that called in, you can't do that on this show. I let it slide, but I don't allow men to come on here and put other men down that was here venting.
I understand what you're saying. I wasn't trying to put him down, but I get exactly what you're saying. It wasn't that. I wasn't trying to put him down. It's just I get what you're saying though. I'm gonna let it go.
All right. Big ups though. You called in, you stated it. I respect you, dog.
Yeah, I respect.
That's Danny saying. All right.
Yeah. All right.
Thanks for calling in, bro.
You're welcome.
Yep.
Have a good night.
Good night. Hey, yo, my British dude, what's good with you, big dog?
I'm good, man. I'm good. What was I going to say? The Candice Owens thing. I think men need to stop appealing to women's reason. I think that's the problem with, because this is what feminism has done to men. It's tried to trick you into thinking that men are like women, women are like men. It's not true. It's just not true. This is why it always saddens me when I see guys trying to argue with women. Like you can't argue with women, and they say things like, "Oh, if that was a man situation, he would do this." Or if it flipped the script and a man had done that, then that wouldn't be okay, would it? It's like women. It's frustrating, but one of the things I like from Patrice O'Neill, I don't know if you know the comedian, the guy was like, women don't do things righteously.
Right.
Which is true. And the thing is, the reason why women despise other women so much is because they know themselves better than we are ever going to know them.
Right. I used to tell guys, when
That's
you
why
see
they
two,
hate
when
each
you
other.
right,
Because
when
we
you see
know
two,
what's in their head.
when you see two females fighting over a simp, it's because she know that girl got him manipulated. You know what I'm saying? I tell dudes all the time, if you have a girlfriend that all the girls hate, you're the beta male. Because they know that she got you manipulated. You feel what I'm saying? If your woman respects you, everybody respects you. Everybody likes you. When your woman don't like you, other women know she using him for something. She know it. You feel what I'm saying? That's how I look at it when it comes to women. You will always know. If your girl is always having problems with one of her friends, you're the beta male. I'm telling you. Because she's conquered him. And women know you're using that dude. So we don't respect you because you really don't love him. That's why you see a lot of these ghetto ass brides are always in a fight with another woman when they get a man. Because they know she is using that man. And she gets jealous like, you don't even love him and he's doing this.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying?
And in terms of the Candice Owens and Cardi B thing, let's be real. Let's put it straight. Candice Owens is a more intelligent woman than Cardi B is.
I agree.
And the reason why, what's her face, Cardi's getting so annoyed about it is because Candice knows that Cardi B is just a utility. Biden's just using her for her clout and her fame, so that she's doing the same crap that Hillary was doing years ago, where she's getting all these celebrities to try and endorse her, so that she can convince the public to vote for her. And the Americans see through it. And the thing is, Cardi B doesn't see that, and she doesn't understand that, and she wants to think that Biden's endorsing her because she knows she's some political activist and she knows stuff. He doesn't. Biden is literally just using her for her fame so that she can get to as many people, as many of her fans as possible.
Right. They picked out the right dodo head because she becomes the right puppet. She knows exactly what to do to keep the attention on her. When attention runs out, she knows exactly how to get it back up. When it comes to Candice, man, I like Candice's brain. I really do. I think that I was one of them guys that started disliking her maybe too soon. You know what I mean? And then I started watching a lot of her stuff, and I'm like, yo, this is a smart woman right here. She's just disconnected from the black community, but I cannot deny her facts. Man, her facts are strong. You know what I mean? She makes so much sense with what she's doing, what she's talking about. You know what I mean?
She's her delivery is a bit. That's the problem.
Say he's right. What did you say?
The delivery is a bit harsh. I think
her delivery's a little harsh.
Yeah.
I think it's straight to the point. I love it when she gets straight to the point. It's harsh because she's just coming at you. She comes. But people need it like that. Because we try to be so soft on everything. We say, oh, I gotta watch out. You talk to people so you're not offending them. That's what we're used to. That's how come when people are text messaging each other, they sit back and say, Should I say this? No, go back. No, go back.
That's why text has become such a big thing because you can edit everything.
It's like if somebody don't send you an emoji, it's like, dude, you're mad at me? It'd be some people that be like, yo, you're mad at me? Be like, what do you mean? Like, you didn't even say that much. Dog, I don't text. I tell people all the time, call me. Why do I got to put an emoji behind everything? Like, if I don't put an emoji behind it, but I don't talk to you for 5 hours, you're going 5 hours thinking there's a problem. And then when we meet up with each other, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What was wrong with you earlier? What do you mean? Because I didn't put a motherfucking emoji behind the text?
It's a mess.
The fuck? I was in the shower. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like sometimes you want to text, get it out the way and keep going. You know what I mean? Yeah. You ain't trying to be all cute. That's the problem. Right. We got people that's coming up with the perfect way to talk. And that's why online dating is so hard. It's because people come up with the perfect things to say to each other. What do you like to do? What do you like to do in your spare time? All right, let me come up with some shit I really don't do. You know what I'm saying? Like, they try to make it sound, I like to go hiking. I like to be adventurous. I like to go snowboarding. You ain't never did none of that shit. But people try to put on they try to portray a life that's not there. That's what I hate about the internet. It gives you enough time to make the perfect conversation. That's why it's become such a big thing,
isn't it? Because that's what it does. It allows you to be this person that you're not.
Exactly. Right. That's why I don't have an Instagram. I don't have a Facebook. I don't have a Twitter. I don't have nothing but this. You know what I'm saying? But this is because I tell people, this is the guy you're looking at. I'm the nice guy. Anthony in real life is an asshole because I'm serious about everything. You feel what I'm saying? I'm serious about my money. I'm serious about my job. People know when I'm in the gym, my goal is to get in and out in 40 minutes. If you bother me with that fuck shit, big shout outs to the janitor dude at the gym. My bad, bro. My bad. I was walking out. My bad. He know what I'm talking about because he's saying like, yo, I didn't know that you lived here and I'm seeing you and I just got done watching your video. And I was like, yo, I was in a rush. My bad if you watching. But you have to understand that in real life, I'm very regimented. I'm very alpha. You know what I'm saying? That's why I stick with just Spanish and Arabic women because I need women that are just submissive. You know what I mean? I kind of feel like people portray so much of a different role online. Then in public, it's like, oh shit, you really beta, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you doing beta shit. I tell a lot of these dudes, you're alpha online, but you're still beta in real life. That's the problem. You feel what I'm saying? If you beta in real life, be beta online. You know what I'm saying? Be beta online. Don't get up here being your alter ego. I can teach you better when you're honest to me because I stopped doing consultations because people were lying. You know what I'm saying? You talk to them long enough, you get the truth out. You're like, you just want me to tell you something that you want to hear. I'm not doing this anymore. You know what I mean? But then big money started coming in. I had to talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
All right, big dog. Thanks for coming in. That's the London Connect right there.
Yeah, man. Take care.
Thanks for calling in. This the last guy right here. Sigma Lation. What's good? He got some good stuff. What you got going on here, big dog?
Hey, what's up? What's up? Do you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Hey, what's up? This is my first time here, so shout out to you. I mean, good job for your work and all that stuff.
All right.
My thing is with this whole 2020, I'm not gonna lie. Before like 2020, everything was I was blue pill. Let's just say that much. And now here we are, and I'm learning all this stuff. And to be honest, bro, I think it's a lot to take in, especially if you're still trying to have that mindset while you're working on dealing with your own emotional bullshit that you have going on, simping and all that shit. And I feel like that gets I don't know. It's confusing, to be honest, to be my friend. That's all I have to say.
All right. All right.
I know it's not about the topic, but hey, shout out to you. Keep up the good work, though.
All right, bro. Thank you for calling in. All right. I want to thank everybody for coming out here tonight. I want to give a shout out to some legends out there. We got Willie Beeman. Y'all go ahead and put some respect on that man's name. Off rip. We done with the show now. I'm normally done at 11:30. The next time I'll come back on is going to be Friday night around 9 o'clock. Who else we got up in here? Big shout out to Paul's 2 cents. He is about to turn 20 years old. Somebody put some respect on that man's name. And all my other moderators that showed up tonight, put some respect on their name. Canadian Spawn, put some respect on his name. Who else? And we had a couple women that came in here tonight. I want to thank you guys for coming in and being very respectful. Put some respect on their name. The woman that called in from Jamaica, put some respect on her name. All right? I want everybody to have a good day. Take in what we did. The replay of this is going to be on my Patreon, which you get the videos days before they come to YouTube. All right? And once again, big shout outs to Paul's 2 Cents. He's one of my moderators. Loyalty, Florida boy like me. And happy 20-year-old birthday, big dog. And this is Anthony Spade. Hasta la vista.